wickedness hasn't activated yet.
Huh?
His wickedness hasn't activated yet. That's why.
Whoa.
All right.
Whoa.
Energy is high this morning.
You know how some people could swear and it sounds different? It sounds guttural.
Some people swear it sounds
felt
deep.
that.
Like,
the back
like
of
it
my
came
head,
from
like,
the depth.
Is
Say hit you in the back of the head.
guttural?
Yeah.
He's probably still holding feelings. Rich is emotional.
I don't hold emotional.
Yeah, it's
I'm
hard. Of
emotional.
course you are.
You still can't hear Rich because it's off the mic, but
No, it is.
They
The
can
he
hear
and
him.
Margs are doing round 2.
They can hear him.
They can.
more,
Oh,
the
good.
more you talk here, the
I'm a
more
man of my word. I did tell them tune in
You
tomorrow.
did, and I
round
just said
two.
this guy is a nuisance.
I didn't even wait for you to sit down.
The more you talk,
Let's
here,
go.
the more I realise you don't know much about me. You know, that's what I realise.
Okay, so now they're not really friends, apparently.
No,
so.
it's not that we're not friends. It's just that
You
I
still are
realised-
brothers.
I realised that other day. These lot don't know shit about me.
They watched him yesterday go through an array of emotions.
You are such a troublemaker, you know.
I see
Why?
what you
You're
did there.
such a don't you dare ask me why.
He
You
just
know exactly
did, he
why.
just did a line from on Monday.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, he did it.
No
He
sneak
told me to
peek.
realise as well.
What line did I do?
You don't know what's about me.
I don't know what line.
Yes.
Can you imagine? You probably embodied the character now.
I tried to. I told you.
Yeah, man. Was it method acting?
Actor. Artiste.
Is that what it's called? Method
Yeah,
acting?
that's method acting, yeah.
Oh,
Are you
man.
asking if it's method acting, put the camera on me? What the hell am I supposed to know?
No, I was just
I just
playing
wanna
with my,
date them.
my fingers were just
Oh,
moving.
alright.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, it is method acting. Try, man. You gotta try, no? Listen, it's about a array of emotions. The only time there's a real.
Don't you feel like you're in touch with your emotions?
Not much, no.
You wear your heart in
Really?
your sleeve. You don't. You can't hide. You can't hide how you feel. People sit because people can sit on camera.
That's what I can hide
You
how I
can't-
feel.
Okay. Okay.
But you had how you felt yesterday.
Yeah. Was you? Did you do? Was that a great job of
Because I
that?
could read it.
I disagreed with Esther's commentary on your emotional.
What was he saying yesterday? I
Outburst.
wasn't reading it. I saw,
No,
I saw you were in there.
This wasn't in the chat.
I
This was,
disagreed with it.
I had to have a private meeting with Brent.
No, what did you say?
I said, we can't be having people come up here and we're antagonizing them. This is not on. I said, Margs might need a suspension. No, I'm playing. No, I just said that I feel like I can read your emotions, but I can read people's emotions.
Okay.
Also, I read people's body language.
Okay.
So I know when someone's body language, like when something switched in somebody in a conversation based on their body language. And I said based on the conversation yesterday, you were definitely irritated.
He was frustrated, irritated yesterday.
You were
100%.
definitely-
And I
Couldn't
was
tell me
saying that you
was-
weren't irritated. I was saying
said
that
you weren't.
nah, you're just taking it in your stride. You just
I said no.
No, he take it in his stride.
constant
He take it in his stride after
No,
the fact.
but it was
In the
not-
heat
it
of the
was-
moment while I was talking, he was
Yeah.
irritated
No,
and
but
frustrated.
no, but
Yes, he
I
was.
It was
disagree
nothing
that
to
you
do
were
with you,
moving
though. If I was frustrated,
sensitive.
it was nothing to do with you.
fair enough.
It was probably my start to the day or whatever. It was nothing. It was
oh, so
nothing
you
to-
were frustrated.
No, I don't think I was. I'm saying, no, I'm saying,
precisely, you weren't.
I'm saying if I was frustrated,
You were
it was
frustrated.
nothing to do with him.
You definitely were frustrated. Nothing that Marx or Yellow Man said should have frustrated you.
No, Yellow Man.
You definitely were frustrated.
Listen, as I said, it's nothing to do with him. If I was frustrated, there was nothing to do with him. It's that you just added in to whatever I'm thinking or X, Y, Z at the time. Like, so don't, it's not all about you, but the world don't revolve around you.
100%.
Relax. Just saying.
You know, I'm looking at you and I'm just like, as a sibling, yeah, I would have just wanted to fight you every single day.
Hey, me.
You'd be annoying.
That's my aim in life. That's why I
You'd
picked
be
it up.
so annoying. Okay, well, I'm glad we've sorted that family matter. Good morning, people. Good morning. It is Thursday, the 16th of November. Welcome to TDA, the day after. Your favorite news platform and the home of popular culture as defined by the culture. Let's introduce ourselves.
It's your boy, 6 foot plus of pure temptation, aka the annoying one. You know what? I'm behaving today anyway, because Richard's my brethren.
Bro, do what you want, bro. Man. Don't worry about me, man.
I just said that was
do what you need, bro.
I just extended the olive.
Man.
What's my
What's the olive leaf?
olive
branch.
branch?
Not even the branch with
No,
more
the
olives in it. Just one olive.
You can keep that olive branch. Keep that.
Not even.
It's not something
This is too funny.
But yeah, man. Good morning, people.
All right. Your favorite shade queen always will be my own royalty. Who are you today?
I haven't got a name for you guys today. It's just,
You haven't?
yeah.
I like Sir, though.
So's always gonna be there.
Yeah.
So's always gonna be there. It's just today I'm gonna call it Nobody, Mr. Nobody.
Mr. Nobody.
Yeah.
Okay. Love
Yeah.
that. How's everybody doing?
I'm all right, you know.
I had a very annoying start to my day.
Right.
When I was getting ready, I broke a nail. And it's my real nail. So now I'm walking around like a tramp. I know it doesn't look much difference on the camera, but you can see it, right?
Yes, ma'am.
That's my real nail.
So you gotta wait for that to grow out, or you can just go straight back.
No,
to
I'm gonna
that.
get to mold a tip on because I'm
Sound.
sorry. I'm not going short on everything on account of.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're all your real nails then.
Yeah, it's all my length.
That's not shellac.
I'm not ready to go short. Nah, man.
Yeah.
Just hard gel over my nail.
Hard
That's it.
gel.
Yeah.
Probably
It's a whole technique.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
It's
yeah.
it's actually called a Russian manicure.
Russian.
Yeah, but since the whole Russian-Ukraine thing,
They won't change the
very
name.
difficult to claim that properly.
They changed the name.
So yes, I just call it a manicure. But yeah, man, it's a
I
good
made the
manicure.
decision
Here we go.
that's going to affect everybody.
Who's everybody?
Yeah.
You're right. What was the decision?
I'm going
Very
to
good.
Lum.
You're going.
You going what?
I'm going to Lum.
Did you just say that right here? Just right now, you're sitting down.
Like last night.
What do you mean, Lum? What's that?
Tulum.
To Lum.
It looks banging though. It looks
Oh,
really
sorry.
nice.
baby.
I thought you meant to lose, but clearly not. No.
Was that France?
Yeah.
When is your flight this afternoon?
No, that's the 27th.
Okay, well you can just Brent is silent, so
No, sorry. In Trinidad, there is a fruit called tulum bum bum.
What?
please put that on the screen.
Tulum?
Man,
Yeah, please
Yeah,
try
can we
to
find it? The
Your,
Tulum Bum
your
Bum.
country is full of like extravagant things.
Remember, we're African descendants.
But that's
so
is that like a
brought it
is
from
that like
England.
the
Oh, today
like
you
the
brought
friendly
it from my land.
nickname you got for it? What's it really called?
So they don't believe.
Tulum
So I'm
Bum
saying
Bum.
you don't believe. See, don't
Tulum
believe.
Bum
it.
Bum.
I'd understand why
believe
no
that.
one would agree.
I believe that.
Yeah, no, but I understand why no one would think it's like that's the name Tulum Bum Bum.
I feel like that's like that's what
Yeah,
the locals call it, innit?
yeah.
Like, you get what I'm saying?
You know,
It
like-
might actually be like a
Kaka's name like is something long, but they give him Kaka for
This
a
is
nickname.
tulum.
Okay, well,
This is
Trinidad
tulum.
it's like
Tulum.
avocado.
So do you peel that?
That?
No,
You just eat all of it like that.
What?
It's a coconut.
What you just eat like that?
You don't peel that?
That looks
no.
crazy.
You just eat it. Hold up, I'll explain what's in it.
What is this? Like is that a
Trinidad
falafel or something?
tulum.
It's not falafel. No. Hold up.
Ah, okay. So once you bite that, what's inside it?
There is
Cooking sugar.
coconut, molasses, orange peel.
Type
It's
in
really
yeah.
nice.
Is what's kind of what are we doing when we bite that? What is that like I say it's like coconut and
Yes.
like a bounty.
Kind of. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see
Like
it.
a bounty.
I can see
And
it. Is that chocolate
obviously-
on the outside?
No.
It's a fruit.
There's molasses in it, and there's sugar, brown sugar. But anyway,
It's not a fruit because it's made. It's don't grow like
Oh,
that.
is it
no,
made?
it's not a fruit.
Oh, it's a dish thing.
It has coconut in it.
How's
coconut
that?
in it. Yes.
Did you say yes?
No, at the time, no.
Okay.
I don't know if it is. I did. But obviously we added bum bum on it.
Yeah, so the
Yeah,
boom
so
boom.
Tulum
He
Bum
was
Bum.
right.
Yeah. So when he said Tulum, I'm jiggling the
Bum Bum
song
in
in
your
my
mind.
head. Yeah, Tulum Bum Bum. So I'm quiet
He
because
said
I'm
Tulum,
singing
you're
to
thinking
myself.
bum bum.
Not bum
Okay.
bum, bum bum.
Bum. Sounds like Bum Bum.
Spelled like bum bum.
It doesn't. Weed does. Going
going
How
away.
long are you going for?
Just like 6 days or 7 days, like that.
Yeah. And
Lovely.
are you taking someone?
I'm coming with my friends.
Oh, it's a lads trip.
It's just, I mean, I guess you can call it that.
These are the moments you get onto him, and then you press and you press and you press.
I don't. I'm.
You don't care?
What's the word I'm looking? I'm indifferent.
No, he doesn't care.
Okay.
then, basically. I
Oh, is
respect
it
that.
because you
Mr.
didn't
Indifferent.
ask you to go?
Nah, he told me about another holiday yesterday. But he told me about another holiday yesterday. But
You all talk outside of the studio.
They're brothers.
Of course he did.
cool. What do you think we just? I just can't be bothered sometimes. It's just you know.
Just going with a couple of man. If I had it my way, because I initially was supposed to be away from the 13th of November.
Remember, yeah.
Remember? But people always. I had enough of waiting for people, you know.
Yeah.
One day I'm gonna just say and do the solo
Dude,
trip, you know.
yeah.
I've been telling you, solo trips is where it's at. You don't have to wait for people. You don't have to like. It's waiting for. It's so long, you know. Sometimes planning trips for people is so flipping long.
I'm nervous, but then I just picture myself sitting by the side of the pool by myself.
It's not a bad thing though. It's not a
To
bad
be
thing.
honest,
And you're like,
And then
what?
I'm like,
no,
what the fuck am I doing there? You know what I'm saying?
No, but
I
you're allergic
always...
to relaxing, though. That's the problem.
Huh?
You're allergic to relaxing. You don't know
No,
how to relax.
I don't mind a little relaxation.
If
I
you
just need to
minded
mix-
relaxation,
Boy.
you wouldn't mind sitting by the pool by yourself.
For the, like, okay,
Because you
for
meet
like
people
a
as
little
well.
bit, but then what?
You meet people.
Read a book, man.
I read a book. I'll bring a book with me when I go away. I'm going to a solo trip, you know. I'm going to bite the bullet. And
Yeah,
just,
I think it's really important for everyone to at least solo trip.
but I
Even
think I'm
if
going to
you
go
don't
somewhere
it,
like
find out.
short first, like a little 4
Yeah,
hours away.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just cool.
Yeah.
You get me?
I want to do a long distance
Where's 4 hours
solo
though?
trip.
Where's that? Like,
Anyway, you
I
can
don't
go
know,
to
just one of them
Spain.
like one of them Canary Islands or something like
Yeah.
that. You know, like Lanzarote or Gran
That's why I
Canaria
went my
or
first
something.
one. My first one was to Lanzarote.
Lanzarote, yeah.
Very small island as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna try one of them first. I think before I go and do this long
The
haul.
long thing, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to do a long haul solo
What,
trip. though.
like a Asia, Bali.
Not Asia. I feel like I'll be allergic to something there, man. Can't be having attacks when I'm on my own. That's a bit dead. But somewhere where the water's so blue.
Caribbean.
Yeah.
I could see you falling in love on the beach.
Yeah,
if you do
so
solo
Oh,
trip in
100%.
Caribbean.
I'm down for
Look at
holiday
that.
romance. I'm down because I know where to leave. I can leave things there.
Leave it there.
You would never
but
see his face
Yeah,
again.
but he might not be trying to though.
Yeah, but see, that's what I don't like.
Okay.
I actually find that frustrating sometimes.
Why?
When guys just enjoy things, just stay here.
You might get fully caught up though. Talking
Yeah,
about the guy in
you say that now.
Guy in Western Union to send my babe some money.
Yeah. Like what?
Nah,
That's what I'm saying.
I don't give men money.
You say that now until you get that good loving. Do you know what I mean?
No.
That make you think twice loving.
Nah.
What's that video when the woman saying the sperm went to her brain and all that?
Oh, bloody hell. No. No.
I'm just saying, innit? You say that now, yeah?
No, because I know myself, like, as much as I'm a lover girl, but I'm also logical. Do you get what I mean?
Listen.
So I'm the person who, my heart is attached, but I think with my head. And my head is the one that makes decisions.
Love makes people lose logic.
I keep telling you people, not me, boy.
Alright,
I'm
cool.
logical.
Remember you said this now, you know? Remember
Oh,
you
the
said
black
this.
lad.
I'm logical.
The black lad saying the amount of gal that approach you when you're solo is incredible.
is it because he's handsome?
I
Black
don't
lad,
know.
what does black lad travel look like? Isn't it a white guy?
No,
Oh,
he's a
it's
light
black
skin,
lad.
innit?
Yeah. He's a handsome guy. Maybe that's why they approach him. Do guys approach you on your solo travels?
Of course they do.
No, I did say that to basically
No.
question whether it is that you can get men on vacation.
That's not.
Is it a
I
thing?
didn't interpret that as
Have you?
that.
Have you?
Yeah, you would.
Okay.
I feel like women on holiday, you always would get guys approach you. And think about it as well, women are always like, men love naked women, innit? So when you're in a bikini as well, they just like, and there's something about being on holiday that makes the skin glow differently. And men appreciate that.
You see, with me, yeah, I would want something with like a lot of footfall. So I'd want to go at a time when something's going on.
Okay, yeah, I get you.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So whether it's some kind of carnival, I don't know, what do they have in the park, wireless or something. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, just something going on,
Something
like an
going
event,
on in the
yeah.
area. And then if I travel solo and there's loads of people there, I'm straight in it. I can
Yeah, I
think.
get you.
My fear would be going somewhere and it being like dead, and then I'm alone as well. I'm screwed.
You
get
know,
what
so
I mean?
ironic is that's what I go for.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't like to go, and I don't like to go when it's like I know it's gonna be busy or there's something going on, blah blah. Because I need the suddenness.
Yeah, if I could go somewhere where I know something's going on and that's what everybody's
Then
migrated there for, so there's just loads of people
You
there.
definitely make friends
I could
on that
go
as soon as
along,
you
'cause
land,
I'll
boy.
be straight. You get what I'm trying to say? I'll just go and turn up. But if I pick somewhere and I get there and it's just dry and dead, and then also I'm clutching at straws, making friends I don't want to make. You know, like having to have conversations I don't want to have, like Brent yesterday.
You didn't have to talk to that guy at all.
What?
You didn't have to talk to him at all.
No, I said me. I said you having conversations you don't want to have. I was fine. I don't mind talking. I don't mind small talk and talking nonsense with people.
Okay.
Like, I'm actually cool with it.
What did you just say?
You said like
I said
Brent,
like Brent yesterday.
No, he just said he doesn't
man,
like.
small talking.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
Is back to the good morning thing.
No, I thought you just said that you don't want to be bucking people that you don't want to have
Yeah,
small
I
talk
did get
with.
that,
I
I
thought
did.
that's what you just
Oh, I
said.
get what you're saying.
And
Yeah,
now in
on
the
holiday.
second
No,
you said that you don't mind doing
what I
it.
But
said
on holiday,
was
you're
on
attached
holiday.
to it.
What I was the point I'm making was if that's all my options, if that makes sense. If my options are just dry, but I have to do that because that's all my options, I'd be pissed about it. You get what I'm trying to say? It's not like I've got a problem with the interaction, but if that was all I had to pick from, it'd be frustrating, innit? Because I'll just having the conversations that I don't want to have because I've got no choice. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
If there was choice, I could entertain them out of my own carefreeness, if that makes sense. But if that was all that was there, it'd be annoying. It's like,
Yeah. And that's why I don't really want to make friends on solo trips, because it's that thing of like, because first of all, I feel like when you do stuff solo anyway, whether it's solo trip or solo whatever, people always just feel bad for you as if you're not intentionally doing this.
Oh,
It's like, oh, yeah, and then it's annoying because they feel like,
So, come with us.
No, I don't want to come with y'all. I'm here by myself for a reason. Do you get what I mean? So that's why it gets so annoying. And they're like, oh, we'll text you and we'll let you know. We'll go, no, I don't want to spend time with you guys because I might as well come with people that I actually know and I like being around.
Oh, yeah,
So that's the thing with solo trips.
What did that say? I missed it. Shit.
Yeah, the person's
He has a
out here
Thai
doing
woman next
things.
to him right now.
Is he in Thailand?
He's solo tripping somewhere.
He's out
Should
here.
I do football games as well? Are you in Thailand or did you bring her back with you?
I hope the volume is down. So.
Shit. Sorry, I should have typed that into the chat, innit? I'm gonna DM you.
There's no point, it's too late. She's heard they're having an argument now, it's done.
Packing his bags.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
Speak.
But I think I think it's good for everyone to go on a solo trip, even if you want to see whether or not you like it. And you can do like 2 days. It could be a weekend. That's not bad.
But
yeah.
when you solo travel, it's different than when like someone like Danielle solo travels because she has a whole itinerary.
Yeah, I'm not
You
an
don't
itinerary
like
babe.
to-
No.
What do you mean?
I like to
As in that she's just got loads of stuff she wants to do when she's away.
Yeah.
And then she will go to the village.
Yeah, she goes to, like, the
chill with
local stuff
people.
like that.
Yeah.
You're a tourist kind of person. Do you care about sights and all that? I
Me.
piss people off because I've gone places and seen some amazing things, and I just don't care about them. Like I don't take pictures. I don't document.
I
the
don't mind
moment.
going, but I
You
just don't
not
want
taking
to.
pictures doesn't mean you don't care about it.
That's true, but like don't care about it enough to take pictures and do all that stuff. Like I just remember.
So you do
that,
care about it.
I suppose, but I'm not. No, but I don't want to go and like if me and you was on holiday and be like, oh, there's this thing over there and
Let's go and see it.
I'll roll with you because I have to, but I don't want to. I don't care about that. I don't want to go and see that. Like I don't care about
Yeah,
that.
do you know what it is? With me, yeah, I
You know
don't
what I'm saying?
I
mind.
disagree with what he just said.
You think he does care?
I think it depends. For example, if I haven't been to this place, let's just say we've gone to Cambodia,
Okay.
and there's historical relevance to a site, and it's even very beautiful, and there's a tour guide that actually tells you how this was formed and blah 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 blah. 100% you'd want to be there.
It would have to be something. The only place that I could think in my mind that I would be on that is like what's the thing in Ghana called with the slaves and that?
slavery.
Yeah, yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
That's different. That's history
Yeah.
and that. Like
Would
that.
you go to see the pyramids?
I heard they're far, man. You know what? No, I heard they're far from Cairo. I heard they're far, man.
I don't know what that means.
They said
Means
that-
I got a trap, brother. Like, you know what it is? Because it's the pyramids and I'm in Egypt, then I guess I would have to go in it because it's the pyramids. I'm in Egypt. But if I would prefer they was closer. I wouldn't want to. I'd do it begrudgingly.
You said you
They're the
want
ones
to.
with pyramids at
You
his
said you want to
doorstep.
do a live show for your people in Australia. So tell me what. Fuck.
That's flying there. Once you get to Cairo, I heard the journey to the pyramids is far. I
Like
heard.
3 hours in the desert. Or
I heard it's
something,
far.
or
Yeah.
something.
Like
Isn't Australia like a day?
It is 24 hours.
what, on a
It's in
plane
flight,
though.
Yeah.
And break it up with a stop.
It's a 24-hour flight.
And you're not seeing anything other than the people.
Other than clouds and the people you're with.
You're in the box with.
That's-
This is a bit different. You're
that's
seeing
a long
sights.
time.
Yeah, no, I'm with
You're
you.
smelling scents and whatnot.
You got me there. You made a good point.
You would definitely be interested in seeing the pyramids and then dressing up with your thing and
I'd enjoy doing
Yeah,
that.
you love that.
camels.
I'd enjoy doing that.
100%.
People dressed up from the
I'd be
hotel.
dressed up, yeah, wrapped up, head that.
Ready to go.
I'd enjoy that. I'd enjoy that.
Yeah, you definitely want to take pictures, but you hand your phone to someone. Get me with this. 100%. And if you've gone to the Amazon jungle and they're telling you that we're gonna go hunting emu or whatever is in the jungle, and they give you some guns,
That's
you're going.
That's an activity though. That's different. That's different
It's
than
like paintballing.
Oh, is it?
Have you been?
No. Do I look like I like
Oh, you've
paint?
never been paintballing? Never.
No, never. I
yeah.
didn't
Have
want
you been to the
though.
Eiffel Tower?
France?
Mm.
No.
Would you care about that?
I would like to eat in there. I heard there's a restaurant in there.
Oh, that'd be cute.
Okay.
Is there a
That'd be a
restaurant in
cute
there?
date.
I heard there's a restaurant in there.
I can't remember. I've been up there.
Yeah. Taking pictures in front of it, it's dead to me. Even
Going
though
up
I've
to the
never
top
been.
and looking around to the
I
whole.
would like to do that.
See, I done that and we got up there. And then it was like 3 minutes. I was like, but
Is that it?
let's
No,
go
that's
now,
fine,
man. We
because
must be done
you-
now. Like, what the fuck we doing up here, man? Let's go now. Like,
No, the first the first 15 seconds, maybe a minute, are like, you're like, all right, cool. I'm ready for the next thing. That's all right, man. That
okay.
box ticked. Yeah, man.
I want to do that on the first date. Go to Paris for the day. Wake up at 5 a.m. Get the train.
Eurostar thing.
Yeah.
That's not bad. I need to try that. I've never gone on the train before.
I heard certain parts of Paris is very dirty.
It's very dirty. Rats
Rough.
and all sorts.
Mm.
But if I'm with a cute guy,
Yeah,
I
rats
could
don't
do
matter.
it. No.
Lady
And you
in
should
the
know
Tramp
better than
thing.
getting me to walk around rats. Sorry?
Lady in the Tramp thing.
I want to go to Venice and see the water.
Lady and the Prince.
See, go take one of them water taxi things in Venice and see all the water
Oh,
thing.
and
and all
yeah,
that.
those are cute as well.
That looks like it's decent.
You manage to put your hand in there, your hand will drop off.
What?
The water there is disgusting.
No way.
Oh,
Dirty.
your hand will drop off.
Swear to God.
Don't know what makes you think it's gonna be clean.
I don't know. Just
But the gondolas and stuff, it does look beautiful, and the architecture and whatnot.
I just want a picture.
Yeah, that's what's important to me. The whole architecture thing, because I like the whole Indiana Jones
Yeah.
thing. Kind of see different.
See, all that kind
places.
of stuff, I wouldn't mind sightseeing that kind of stuff. I just don't like when you're on holiday and people people want to just really stick to itinerary down to every minute.
Down
Fuck
to a
off,
T.
bro. Leave me alone.
No offense.
Now
to
I'm
Beverly.
hoping that you can't see that I'm awake in the morning. Like,
offense,
gosh.
Beverly's that girl, apparently.
Is she?
Yeah.
Oh, Beverly, man. Big up Beverly, man. But no, I can't. You see, when you got itinerary and then we can't go off the itinerary. Do you get what I mean? Say like today we're like, actually, let's have a chill day.
Yeah.
But we can't do that because you want to go here and now you're going to be in a strop about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going. If I don't want to go, I'm not going.
And that's my thing. I didn't pay money to go on holiday to be forced to do things I don't want to do. I don't believe in that.
Vaughn, I don't cap. I've never had a proper vacation. I've gone away with girl twice and I've come home single every time.
So what's a proper
That's crazy
vacation?
to me.
Then?
Like a proper one that
The
I
one where you
enjoyed
go there
and,
together,
like,
you come back together.
Yeah, like
Come
one
back-
where
How
I'm
do you
not.
come back single when you're the same flight back?
Yeah, but we're done. One where I've not wanted to leave every. I ain't had a vacation where I've not wanted to leave every second that
Okay.
I've been there. Where I would rather be with next
Somebody
girl
else.
or my brethren's turning up. This is whack. You get me? This
What,
ain't my
what
story.
made it
So
whack?
you-
Did you not know that this was what she was like in like close proximity
This
over a
guy's
couple
at
of days?
Egypt.
No, because I
Over a
just
few
want.
days.
Just, like when you're at home, like you can go around a couple of times a week or whatever. You still got your freedom, innit? Like when we're together, all in each other's skin 24 hours a day, and I can't do nothing, and I'm here with
So
you.
what
It's
made
just-
you go? What?
Yeah, so what did you
You're an
expect when
idiot.
you were
That's why I
going?
say you're
And
an
how
idiot.
long did you go for? This
This guy's
could not have been a
foolish.
weekend.
Listen to him.
How long did you go for? First of all, let's start there.
I think one was 4 days.
4 days.
Was one to do a week or something? Maybe 4 days in a week.
Yeah,
It's
he
too-
don't
it's
learn.
all
So
too-
but
it's
when
too
you
much.
went though, how did you think this was gonna? Okay, what's your ideal vacation? Let's start there.
This nigga's insane.
What's your ideal vacation?
Probably me and 2 gal.
Okay, that's not a
Answer. I
vacation.
beg you answer the question, please.
That's a threesome vacation. That's the vacation.
I told you I got a new rule anyway. I only fly out girls that eat pum pum, so we're turning up when we go away. I said clip.
It's just okay. Do you know what is here?
He's not answering the question. though.
Because I need to know when you were going on this vacation.
It was
Like, how did you not think you're gonna be together for the 4 days you're going away?
I'll be honest with you, I knew I wasn't going to make it. It was out the rest.
How much
like,
times have you done this?
Twice.
So it was duress.
Yeah, because you know that.
She was banging on about it.
Yeah, like and it's like you feel like you got to do it and that. So it's like, all right, let's do it.
So you got
Where did you
bullied.
guys
You
go?
got bullied into doing it.
Can you imagine?
Local, man. Barcelona.
No,
So what was the
Paris.
flight back like? Did you what day did you guys stop talking? Because I've heard that.
Imagine they're on opposite seats, and he can see her, she can see him. She's screening him. He's trying to act
But the thing
like.
is that he's not caring because he's either reading the magazine or talking to somebody
He's-
else.
he's-
See,
and
I-
she's fuming that
I
he's not
wind
looking
people
up.
up. I'm not necessarily a good actor. But like you can tell what I'm thinking and what I'm feeling. They know I don't want to be there. You know what I'm trying to say?
Oh, really? That's
yeah.
all,
They know
man.
I don't want to be there because I'm very nonchalant towards everything anyway. So when I'm just not engaged and just,
So did you guys not talk after you got back? You've never haven't spoken since.
I mean, yeah, I probably smoked since. But we was done, man.
So on what day were you done?
Me personally.
You personally?
Oh, I'm thinking day 2.
That's wild.
That is pointless.
two, day
That is a
three.
pointless journey.
Done
stupid
that, yeah,
journey.
man.
I'm not
That's a
doing that.
weekend.
This was long.
And so did you guys? So what was interaction like from day 2 after you were done? Like you weren't talking that much.
No, obviously, like I just go through the motions, innit? But it's like,
You do it under duress.
What do you want to do? Whatever you
Yeah, I
want
couldn't
to
be on a vacation.
Whatever you want to do,
Gosh.
man. I'm here, innit? Just do it. Pick it. Tell us what we're doing. Let's do it. Let's
That's
go.
probably.
But
your
you know
one-
this is so common though. I've had a lot of people say this, like that when they go on vacations, they're like getting an argument, and now it's just awkward. It's just like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
And I hate stuff like that as well.
Most couples argue on holiday, man. Because they're
hate
just
stuff
too
like that.
in each other's skin. You get me?
But then, like,
I
because
think
if you were
you know what I
living
could
together,
last
you'd
if
be
I
in
went
each
on
other's
like a
skin.
group vacation. They used to say like 3-4 man and all their
I
gal
want
out
to do
there.
that.
Mix it up.
That would work. I could survive.
I really want to do that one
Then I
day.
could pretend to be happy the whole time.
What's that,
Like, you know what I'm trying to
pretend-
say?
Are you hearing this, Brent?
No,
What's
but
that,
I could make
pretend
it. I
to
could
be
make
happy?
it. You know what I mean?
Out there suffering for no reason
said I
in the
could
sun, you
pretend to
know.
be happy.
Because
No,
we
but
get
yeah.
our breaks, me and the man vibe when
No,
we're
but
together.
I thought you were going to
cuss her
say,
out,
yeah, because you're in a group.
go back, drink some liquor. By the time I go back on burst, I slam her up. She think I love her. You know what I'm saying? You can make it work. You can make. You know what I'm saying?
But why do you have to pretend? What, do you know what it is? When you said group here, I thought that was going to be a recipe to you having a happy vacation. But you went straight for, I can pretend to be happy.
This nigga needs therapy.
You need to change the girls you're going on vacations with.
That's why I only want badders now.
That wasn't what I was going with.
Okay.
I meant go with somebody you love. Then you're not pretending to be happy.
Can you see
It's so interesting.
the possible?
Of course I have Valerie, man. Pure slammings.
What is
Has Marks ever had a girl over the weekend from Friday?
yeah, context for the Spotify listeners, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's what she asked me. Have I ever had a girl over mine at the weekend? Yeah, okay, no. I had a girl on a Friday. She didn't go on till the Sunday, Monday.
Everyone's done that though.
No, but she's thinking because
Pure
you went on
slamming.
holiday for 4 days and you're saying she was breathing in your skin for 24 hours. So that's
No,
what
but
she's
that was
asked
probably
that.
a new pom pom. Like the appeal would wear off. Like you stayed in my yard all weekend
By Monday.
and I've dropped you already. Go home, girl, man. What we doing there?
She's so crazy.
Can you see the allure of a girl who finds Marks attractive, finds his aura addictive, wanting to quote unquote fix him?
100%.
And it's crazy, isn't it?
I'll be honest with you. I know a few people that fancy you.
Is it?
Yeah, but I'm not giving you the details.
What?
And I'm
Why?
not giving you. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not
Why?
doing it because I'm going to end.
Would I like them?
I think you could. I think you probably would. But this is the thing, yeah. But the thing is, every one of them knows that their heart's probably going to be broken.
You gotta fuck around and find out.
But this is the problem, Brent. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, girls will. This is why I keep telling you people. This is a spirit. The spirit that makes you know that a guy, yeah, like, you know what he's on. You know he doesn't want the same things as you, but you think somehow you're going to be the one to fix him. It's a woman problem. It's bad.
But if you go by what everybody says, one of them is gonna fix me, innit? So you gotta
No.
be in it to win it.
No.
Do you want to be fixed?
No, but the thing is,
He doesn't even see why he needs to be fixed.
the thing is,
Doesn't see a
No,
problem.
hold on. Let me answer. Do you want to be fixed?
It's a social
he,
construct.
he likes the fact that we're all
So I'm
doing
saying,
this right now.
Oh, he loves it.
I'm tuning out, man. Let me enjoy my
And I'm
tangerine,
gonna
man.
give it to you each time because if it means that you are alert in the morning, I'm giving it to you. But he likes
He loves
this
it.
challenge.
100%
Go
loves
on then. Go on then. I was shocked though. I was shocked when I heard a little slither of the conversation you all had on Thursday last, when that young man was in that seat over there, right? Your friend, who I want the world to believe is aligned to you in other ways, right? Because I want you to be ruined because of your association with him. But anyway, they got onto you for the baker, and it hit you as soon as you heard it. You were really into the baker. I didn't know that.
What do you mean into?
Must have been the
she was
cookies.
cool, man. I like her.
It must have been
Now
the
she
cookies.
proper slapped you up.
Okay.
So much so
Said it was murder
that
in there.
being or saying it, you were like, she dumped me. I had never seen you so me before. Never.
I get dumped regular though, bro.
No, but I don't know if it is that you react in that manner when it's presented to you each time.
Oh, well, food is the way to my heart, man. Guy that cook for me and look after me, I like that shit.
Everyone does, man. You don't.
Why not, man?
I beg you answer the question, no, please, because you didn't answer the question.
What's the
I
question?
said, do you want to be fixed?
Oh, am I broken? Is the real question,
Here you have it.
or are you lot?
Brother, answer the question, bro, man. Answer the
That
question.
is the question.
All my therapy invoice. That's what it says.
Am I broke or are you lot? Am I not exactly the way God
Do you think
made
you're
me?
broken? Do you think you're broken?
You're saying no. You're saying we're the broken ones.
No, I do think I'm a broken man.
Okay, so on the flip side of that, do you want to be fixed?
There's comfort and security in what it is that you know well, innit? And he knows this state well.
Yeah.
That's the
It served
thing.
him well for the longest while. He doesn't know what exists on the other side. I do believe age is going to basically humble him.
The unknown is scary, isn't it, Brent?
It always is.
The unknown is scary. Yeah, Brent's right. Hitting it on the head, I think.
So that's a no. You don't want to be fixed, or you do want to be fixed.
Maybe I do, but I'm scared.
Don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
Oh, you're the same way. I don't know why
was
you're
gonna-
getting onto him.
Brent,
Who's the same way?
Brent,
You're getting
I'm
onto
not
him.
getting onto him. I'm
Brent,
asking the question.
Here we
I'm
go.
asking the question for the people
What?
that wouldn't
Here
know.
we go.
I'm speaking for the unspoken.
I was just about to just.
I'm
You
speaking
get
for
me?
the unspoken. You know what I mean? What are you
The silent
talking about?
majority, yeah.
Yeah, silent majority that need a voice. I'm speaking for them. I'm not in this guy's category. I don't think I'm broken. I don't need to be fixed. I'm cool where I am.
You are a different devil, you know.
No, listen, I like me.
You seem to think that you are the waviest out there.
No.
You seem
I
to
don't.
think that your level of enlightenment is so much so that you can look down.
I don't look down.
On
I don't look
men
down.
like
No, I
him.
don't look down. I don't look down. I don't look down.
Why don't you be positive? Why don't you evolve?
No, I don't look down. That's one thing I don't do, because then that will make me think that I'm better than someone. I don't do that. That's why I don't appreciate when people think they're better than me. Like, why? That means you're looking down on me.
When it is that you said, Margs, you're broken.
No,
You
I
didn't say-
asked that was a
you
question,
didn't
though.
say we're broken.
Because I don't feel like I'm broken.
You didn't go for the French.
No, but
there.
I don't think I'm broken. That's why I asked him a question.
You see?
Do you think you're broken?
You see?
And the first question I said is, do you want to be fixed? He said, that's not the question. The real question to be asking is, am I broken, or are you guys broken? So
Oh, you're just not ready for
uh,
to commit.
I'm ready.
Are you looking for a long-term relationship at the minute, or like a
If it
partner? Not even
happens-
long-term, but are you looking for a partner?
If it happens, it happens. If it don't happen, then do you know what I mean? I'm open to it, basically.
But you're not looking, because if you're not doing things intentionally, if you're not putting yourself in a
I'm
position
not-
to
I'm not-
receive love, you're not gonna get in it. You know
I
what
mean, I'm focused on me right now, innit? But again, if I meet someone, and,
Always
that old line,
The old chestnut.
that old chestnut, innit?
if I meet someone, then cool, fair enough, innit? But I'm not like, I'm just doing me, man. Whatever that looks like, you know. Some people might say that's a lot. Some people might say it's nothing. Some people might say, yeah.
Brent is sick of your shit. Brent is sick of you. Brent is sick of your shit.
Because I told you he does this thing where he goes into his acting bag.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Just saying it, and some people might call it looking and fucking. I don't know, man. Do you know what I mean? Just,
What?
Yeah.
Are
Looking.
you right?
Yeah.
Let me just throw that in there. Too.
It was abrasive,
I
wasn't
said,
it?
yeah.
Was it abrasive?
I said,
Was it
might call it
abrasive?
looking at fucking.
Didn't say.
That might be the title of the.
You are some. I think it's.
I'm just saying it.
I think that works.
No, but it's just like, you know what you're looking for, innit? So we ain't got to talk about this. We ain't got to do the whole. We're not even. We ain't got a date, really.
Do you have talking? Do you have talking stages?
Ooh, that's.
What do you mean talking stages?
That's a no. That is a no.
What do you mean?
He was confused by the concept.
Nah,
I said, talk.
but what did that? Break that one down for me. Talking stages, please.
The talking stage where you're just talking, getting to know each other.
I've definitely done that before. I'm not confused by that. That's not alien to me. What do you mean? Everyone's done that. Like, why are you? Come on, man. Don't do that. Don't do that. We're nearly at the end of the week.
I don't do a lot of talking stages. I'm on an instant gratification thing. If you're not here for what I'm on, then why are we doing this?
And the worst case scenario, then you get to know the person after, innit?
During even.
I hear it. I mean, it's different for everyone, right? Some girls want to make you wait.
Oh, I done the vote for you.
How'd that go? That's what I was going to ask you as well.
Do you want to go through some of the gallem that said they want to date you?
Go on, let's see.
Give
Oh,
me
you got to pull
context.
Well,
Yeah.
pull up as we were leaving yesterday.
Well, I was in the car with Rich.
First of all, you need to clear your mouth.
Oh shit, sorry.
What? And he would have carried on, you know, for the whole sentence. The hell? Gosh.
I was in the car with Rich.
Yeah.
Yeah. I put him on the story. Said, "Look, girls, you're always saying you want a good man. Here's one right here. Who wants to date him?"
After they just heard him talking about looking and fucking. All right.
They didn't know that.
No,
yesterday.
but I'm saying.
So I
as in
thought,
that-
would you date Rich? Now the numbers was more favourable to you yesterday. Today, sadly enough, it's 54% no, 46% yes. But that's still a lot of percent because the yeses is 109 votes.
Okay.
Whoa.
Get what I'm saying?
Lucky, what's that show again? No Lucky, No Lati.
No lighty, no lighty,
And
no
there's
lighty. Yeah.
Gally in there. Obviously, some of them are on private. So, 1 second. Is that a brother? Oh my God.
Did you put the post up about the brothers? Did you put the post up about the brothers? You didn't, did you?
You did.
I did. I cussed him out,
You
man.
did cuss him out.
Man, you cuss, man. You need to relax, man. I ain't saying no to a gay fan base, but relax, man. Do you know what I mean? Come on, man.
Okay, so there's Gally. I'm
Glad you
gonna give it.
listened
I'm gonna
to
give it the phone a second that you run through. Some of their pages are not open, so you have to just look from the little screenshot. But there's Gally in there. There's
Okay.
You have to take a butchers in there.
all kind of gal. Man said Dotty 558. I think you should check what she's saying. I think you should get back to her.
But she's gone.
Let's see what her story is. Well, this gal's from Perth, Australia. She's saying yes.
Okay.
Australia,
On the
yeah?
way.
All right.
And catch a flight.
Cross the season thing.
You found the love of your life.
There's a gal here that
you
said yes, yeah. And on my life, she's got a baby bump. I messaged her. I said, you need to be careful, you know, because
Got a bump?
he'll break your waters.
She's currently pregnant.
Baby bump. Big
And she
bump,
said
car
yes.
bump. And she voted yes. And I had to let
Yeah,
her...
wait when the baby drops, isn't it?
Well,
Baby
there's
drops.
that too. I told her, listen, he'll break your waters for you. Now you need to relax immediately.
Speed it up.
Which I have been known to do.
Excuse me?
It was a joke, man.
It was not. It was just a joke. You meant that with every fibre of your being. Brett is stuck. Brett is on freeze frame.
You
Pull
see
it,
Brett's
pull it.
place
I'm
right
having
now.
this.
Brett is
Keep
glitching.
going. Because I know your mind's doing it. Go on.
It's processing. It was a joke. Right?
I came too quick
Listen,
for it to be, well, so
it was
to
the
be
joke,
clearly.
man.
But
Oh, who's this black queen?
have you slept with a pregnant woman? And she's not
No.
pregnant. That's not your baby.
No, he
No,
doesn't
I
have kids.
I don't have kids.
No, I'm saying, but
So he
yeah, but
just
it
answered
could
the
have
question.
been a pregnancy scare.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
So have you though?
No.
Look me in the eye and tell me you haven't.
No.
Yeah, you're lying. Look at him.
He wouldn't look up.
You wouldn't. Can you imagine? I said no. That's wild.
I mean,
Hey, Brent's AI, put a poll in. Do you think Richard slept with a pregnant
Pregnant
woman?
women. No, not A. We're
Oh,
going plural
women.
now. Let's go plural.
But that's what he meant when he said.
Of course,
This
but
is what I do.
remember he's trying to
It
tell me
was
it's
a
a joke.
He has a kink.
it was a joke. It was a joke.
He probably rejected some when it is they've said they're pregnant, but then
a
you
joke.
look at a picture and it's not.
Big
It's
enough,
not
isn't it?
Nah.
I said, hey,
not
you're
showing,
only
innit?
2 weeks gone. Call me when you're
Spin
6
back around
months.
a couple months.
So you're not far good enough.
That's crazy, man.
It was a joke. It was a joke, man. Come on, man. We like laughter over here.
I wonder what it feels like though. Being pregnant with another man's baby, but sleeping with another man.
You sure?
Must be
You
lit.
sure you wouldn't know what
It
it was?
must be lit. That is taboo, innit? In every
No,
sense
it's
of the
not.
word. It is taboo.
No, because then, his penis is not under lock because I'm pregnant.
I'm just saying the concept of it in society is taboo, no?
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, it's
100%.
no, but doctors
But it must be
encourage it though. Doctors.
Yeah, because they say you
With
have to
their
have
own
sex.
partner, though.
They
I
still
think.
encourage it
no,
though.
they just say sex.
Yeah, they do.
Because we live in a world right now where they know that sometimes the man who got you pregnant might not be around no more.
But
So they just say go forth and have sex.
But they're assuming that it's gonna be the partner.
They
But
assume.
they just say.
But
sex.
deep down they know.
I know a man who drew a girl in the park, yeah, in Fields Park, yeah. Like, I'm guessing she's like 6, 7, with belly. You know what I'm trying to say? And they just got speaking, yeah, vibing with her, and he was there with her for ages. 2 2s, I see them walking off together. And obviously, he lives in the estate. It's just it's just a stone throw
Few
from
steps.
the park.
Yeah.
He slammed it up. I couldn't believe it because, and you know what it is? This is fucked up. This is just the patriarchy. I don't know what the word is. Yeah, but I'm more like because man is dog. I tell man all the time.
Yeah.
So it's not even really him. I don't know what I want to know what frame of mind she was in.
Let me tell you. Do you know why it's unfair as well?
Hormones,
Yeah,
hormones.
because women are crazy horny when they're pregnant. Like, very much so. I've heard.
Who's the onus on?
So-
Obviously, it takes 2 to tango. Is it equal 50-50 or?
I think, yeah, I personally feel like the man who gets her pregnant, you should at least stick around until after the baby's born. Because her hormones are going to make her have needs. And so you're telling me that with all this raging horniness within me, I shouldn't just do anything about it. I should just sit here
I heard
and
that.
do what? So I think as a man who got her pregnant, you have a duty
Duty of
to
care.
keep having sex whenever she calls. And they
Duty
will
of
call.
care.
Because some men get tired. It's just like, oh my gosh, again. You never know, man.
Hormones.
It's crazy.
They're scared about running the poll, you know.
You say?
funny.
Y'all can't. I don't know because obviously I don't practice sex. But
I don't practice, you know.
how often can you have sex on the same day?
On the same day.
Yeah.
What, in like the
said
24
just now that
hours?
they will keep wanting sex, but
Yeah,
men will
they're
get
very
tired.
horny.
So
If you fit with the right person, they can entice you. So you can have sex all day, then, I guess. Obviously, you need.
doesn't it have
Recovery
a
rate.
physical effect on your body?
Physical. What?
Like tiredness or like limp dick.
Doesn't it hurt after a while?
No, I mean,
It hurt
what? You having like vigorous sex all day? Like, no, it should be all right.
It would
Like,
hurt her.
oh, would it? At some
Pussy's
point.
not made for that.
Talk about a man. I don't give a-
Oh, I do not. Say that loud, Uncle Laura.
If you're in a yard with someone, let's say you're in a yard with someone all day, you could have sex like what? 3 times throughout the day, maybe.
But you have
And
to
that's not
basically
even night
replenish
time.
yourself.
That's before you even get. That's not even before you get into bed. Huh? You have to replenish.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
need to rejuvenate and
Stock up.
replenish. Make sure you're fed and watered and thing. Maybe a little nap in between somewhere. You get me?
Some electrolytes.
Electrolytes.
What does that mean?
You got some-
Electrolytes, isn't it? You can get that in different forms. Could be water, could be tablets, could be fruit.
You take
Depends.
tablets when it is that you have coitus?
No.
Coitus.
But I take tablets when I come out from the gym. Like electrolyte tablets.
Oh.
So yeah, just
Put a lot of pills in your body, innit?
not a lot. Not a lot.
How many have you put in today?
None.
When are you
I
gonna
actually tell her that I had what's that? What's the name, man? It's good for recovery. What's the name? And for high blood pressure. When it comes back to me, I'll tell you. I had 2 of them earlier on. I take 2 of them. I'm not
Oh, something acid.
along the lines.
I'm thinking
of
amino
that.
acid. I
No,
don't know
not
what
amino
that's it.
acid. I had it there. It's gonna come back to me in a second.
Do you have y'all had any relations with like not Hotep type women, but the crystal balls, natural medicine type vibes with the she will use stones for deodorant and stuff.
I think I've encountered someone along those lines, but not like totally that far gone. If I'm correct.
The
yeah.
mad guy talking about they don't use like the contraception, like they wouldn't take the morning after pill. Talking about they just wash their thing down with lemon. Like what?
Yeah, not that far.
Bro, if you don't get yourself the nearest boots
If you don't go to the pharmacy right now.
Yeah.
lemon.
That's not true. Those people don't exist.
They do exist. 100%.
Oh, there's something Nigerian. Oh, I can't remember what it was. I can't remember what it is, but they've got another method that proven to fail time after time.
proven to
somehow-
fail, you know.
Somehow, is there's ones that it's just like those. I don't know what it
Is
is.
this something you drink though?
No, I think it's something that you do. I can't remember what it is now. I don't want to get it wrong before I get cooked. But yeah,
I don't mind if you get it wrong.
I know you don't. I might.
Is it to do with the babalawo?
No. It's something like I can't remember what it is.
Honestly,
remember.
like years ago, I don't
It's
know how
silly.
many years, but it would have been years ago. The guy told me some kind of nonsense like that. Like she's not on them chemicals and contraception
Lemon
thing.
pepper.
Yeah, lemon pepper wings. She's using the lemon pepper
Pepper
wings.
wings.
I said, you know what? I don't think I've ever slept with her ever again. I haven't. She hasn't seen me again. Because doing this gauntlet every time. This is crazy.
That's actually so funny, you know.
Last question before we go into the headlines, because this is what we're here for, news.
Sorry.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, shit.
The amount of times you call him an idiot, it's alarming to me.
This
And
is
obviously,
therapy.
you don't budge. I can't form my mouth to keep calling you an idiot, because I'll feel as though after a while you would think that I think you're an idiot.
No, he knows I'm not an idiot. I think
Because
there's,
I'm listening to the things he's saying, and I'm saying they're not making sense, big man.
I think there's a lot of intention with words and tone of voice and stuff like that. Like, so depending on the situation, the word will feel different in it. When it like, I haven't even heard him call me idiot once. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Like, I'm not even joking.
Yeah,
I wasn't like you was talking about. I haven't been aware of it.
Yeah,
like it's like.
Okay. Fair enough.
And to be fair to me, sometimes I can be an idiot.
Okay. Well,
Lo and behold,
that's one way to go.
like just anyway. I'm not preaching, man. Just too early.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Let's get into our headlines. It's been my ears yesterday. Okay, so the Supreme Court rejects Rishi Sunak's plan to send asylum seekers to Rwanda. I know Cruella is shaking in her sleep. That is a dream she'll never see happen. So Rishi Sunak's key immigration policy has been dealt a blow after the UK's highest court rejected the government's plans to deport people seeking asylum to Rwanda. 5 judges at the Supreme Court unanimously upheld an appeal court ruling that found there was a real risk of deported refugees having their claims in the East African country wrongly assessed or being returned to their country of origin to face persecution. The ruling undermines one of the Prime Minister's key pledges to stop the boats. They're gonna have to hold on. Sorry, I'm gonna roll here. Reading out the judgment, Lord Reed, the president of the Supreme Court, said the judges agreed unanimously with the Court of Appeal. He pointed to crucial evidence from the United Nations Refugee Agency, the UNHCR, which highlighted the failure of a similar deportation agreement between Israel and Rwanda. The ruling came the day after the sacked Home Secretary Suella Braverman released an incendiary letter accusing the Prime Minister of breaking an agreement to insert clauses into the UK law that would have blocked off legal challenges under the European Convention on Human Rights and the Human Rights Act. Braverman said Sunak had no credible plan B and added, if we lose in the Supreme Court, an outcome that I have consistently argued we must be prepared for, you will have wasted a year and an act of parliament only to arrive back at square one. Reacting to the ruling, Sunak said the government would consider its next steps and claimed there was a plan B despite Braverman's criticisms. He said, this was not the outcome we wanted, but we have spent the last few months planning for all eventualities and we remain completely committed to stopping the boats. Rishi Sunak has promised emergency legislation and a new treaty with Rwanda to ensure his flagship asylum policy is not blocked again after the Supreme Court ruled it unlawful. The Prime Minister said he will end the merry-go-round of legal challenges with a law to deem the East African nation a safe country after his plans to stop the boats were blocked. Good morning, caller.
Valerie, you can call back.
Okay. And our next headline's about Keir Starmer. So Sir Keir Starmer has suffered a major rebellion over his stance on the Israel-Gaza war, with 56 of his MPs voting for an immediate ceasefire. Jess Phillips, Afzal Khan and Yasmin Qureshi were among shadow ministers who quit their roles to back the motion from the SNP. 10 of the party's frontbenchers have left their jobs over the vote, including 8 shadow ministers. Sir Keir has instead backed pauses in the conflict to deliver aid. Announcing she was quitting her role as shadow domestic violence minister, Ms. Phillips said she was voting with my constituents, my head and my heart. I can see no route where the current military action does anything but put at risk the hope of peace and security for anyone in the region now and in the future, she added. Ms. Phillips, Mr. Khan, and Ms. Qureshi, along with Paula Barker, announced they would be leaving shadow ministerial positions in the run-up to the vote. In a statement after the vote, Sir Keir said he regretted the vote of some of his party. I regret that some colleagues felt unable to support the position tonight, but I wanted to be clear about where I stood and where I will stand. He said Israel had suffered its worst terrorist attack in a single day at the hands of Hamas on the 7th of October. No government would allow the capability and intent to repeat such an attack to go unchallenged, he added. So he's basically saying that everything that's been happening in Palestine measures up to the attack that Israel had on the 7th of October. Crazy. All right, and this is about one of my favorite Nigerians, Ron DeSantis and Kemi Badenoch. So, Kemi Badenoch, the UK Secretary of State, praised Ron DeSantis for getting things done as the pair signed the biggest US-UK trade deal since Brexit. The deal will mean British businesses have better access to Florida, the fourth largest state economy in the US, and the 15th biggest economy in the world. With the Biden administration currently not doing national free trade deals, London has been pursuing state-by-state agreements. This was the 7th and by far the biggest state deal so far, and follows an initial meeting between DeSantis and Badenoch in London in April. Badenoch, who is in Jacksonville, Florida, to sign the deal, told DailyMail.com, "This is the next best thing doing it state-by-state level, and certainly the biggest one we've ever done." Badenoch refrained from commenting in detail on the US election, where DeSantis is currently running second in the race for the Republican nomination in 2024, but far behind Donald Trump. Top beneficiaries of the new deal will include the space, AI, financial technology, and insurance industries, and it will also promote sharing of research by academic institutions. That is it for our headlines. Let's get into what you say in topic of the day.
What? Oh, you got it, yeah? What is ain't no cap in my rap. Ain't no cap in my rap, man. All right then. So, what you saying? Topic of the day is. I should have read this in advance, innit?
Just a bit. You did other admin work.
This is about the wonderful mind of children.
I love that.
Okay. What is the greatest thing you've lost? No longer thinking like a child. Like, what could you gain if you started to? This is what we want to talk about.
That's cute. My innocence.
I don't remember thinking like a child.
Oh,
Who's what?
I thought it was a tag on from what you said. My innocence. And he's like, I don't remember.
Oh, ever having it?
I'm not even joking. Like, I don't ever remember thinking like a child.
What does thinking like a child mean?
Well, this is what you asked me. What was the greatest thing you lost? No longer thinking like a child. And I'm saying, like, I don't never remember thinking like a child.
So how you think now is how you thought when it is that you were younger?
But then it depends.
It's just more developed. I've just been. It's just
That's life. I mean, that's for everything.
But I think it depends what your childhood was like there. That's probably what you're talking to. Was there a time when you were just a kid and you were just playing about and just having fun with your friends and like your priorities was just what you're going to eat, seeing your friends, having fun?
Instead, ask him what his childhood was like, because you are projecting your childhood onto
I'm
him.
not. I know what he said his childhood was like before, which is why I went with my verse. Because I thought that might be a
What was his
bit
childhood like?
that might be a bit heavy.
I can't remember. Let's get into the heavy.
You're a piece.
No, I can't
Yeah, I
remember
didn't
him
finish my
saying.
sentence.
I can't remember him saying anything. Talk to us about your childhood, because I remember you talking about you getting kicked out of primary school class a lot. That's all I remember about your childhood.
yeah. They used to send me to the head teacher and stuff. But that was just for talking back, not for being rude. Just for it's always been for running my mouth.
Wait. It was for talking back, not being rude.
No, there's rude
Talking back
kids.
is rude.
No, man.
And if you talk back is rude.
There was rude kids in school that used to do things. You know, them mad kids before anybody had ADHD. We just call them.
Anybody
We just call
had
them mad.
ADHD.
You know the kids that scream and jump around and throw things. You know, like disrupt that
Man, them
rude
kids
kids.
had
Like
ADHD.
yeah, but we didn't know.
Undiagnosed.
It wasn't a thing. Like, you know, like you could tell, but everybody knew there was trouble in there. But we didn't know what to call it. You get me? Like, and them rude kids that just want to do crazy things and like that. I was never that. I just always had something to say for myself, innit? I always had the last word. I had a slick tongue from when I was young, and they didn't like it.
The freedom fighter.
You get me?
For the people.
For the people.
Yeah, because I got in trouble. I never forget. I got in trouble by my head teacher because she was threatening to send me home from school, and I was like, "All right, I'll just go home and watch Sky." She was like, "What?" She told my mum, "I'll go in trouble for that." I got in a lot of trouble for that, but my memories of, you know what it is? Because of growing up in the estate and growing up in the hood and my family and my brother being involved in all that drama, that's kind of like where my life starts. That's
How
kind of
old
like,
were you when that started happening? What was your age?
8, 9, 10 maybe.
Okay. And you can't remember anything before 8.
Like maybe like little flash memories of being in school and just like you're saying, just being a kid, just whatever. But they're not like poignant memories. Like when I think of childhood, it's not like running around being a kid happy and stuff like that. Like obviously that stuff happened. I experienced it, but I don't think they're the memories that stick with me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
So the memories that stick with you are everything that happened after 8.
I guess so. Just like, just the things that happened. Remember, my brother went prison from when he was like, how old are they? Like 16 maybe. So I would have been like 10, 11. Those kind of times, was young, getting into secondary school, and that was like a big high profile thing in it at the time. Like so, it's just that whole whirlwind of just all of that. You get me? It's just the lifestyle and just being involved in, even not necessarily being involved in it myself, but just by proxy in it because of it's my brother and that, and whether it's the family in it. You get what I'm trying to say? So I just think of just all that street shit and that. Like,
At age 10.
well, yeah, when I start secondary school, 10, 11, yeah.
All right. The moments of joy that you remember, the moments of happiness, what did it look like? What were you doing during them times?
Maybe like messing around with my brother and that in the house, being with my nan. Just like, I don't know, like just playing games, cooking and shit. Or like going to the like extended family, like going off to site and being with my mum's friends because we've got like a tight knit family that's not necessarily blood, but we all grow together and that. You get me? Being at the christenings and that, the birthday parties and that kind of stuff. Yeah, just being with the family and that.
Okay, and that lasted throughout your entire childhood?
Yeah, I suppose we've
Past
always.
10? Those are the moments of happiness that you remember?
Yeah, I mean, from secondary school. What's happy? What
Did you feel free?
Not really.
Did you know what freedom felt like to say no back then?
I don't know. Well, I don't know. That's what I'm saying, man. I don't think when I think back, I compartmentalize a lot. So there's probably a lot of things that I've forgotten or put away or whatever. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's just the poignant memories that are the front of it. But I'm saying, like, I don't. When you think of that, saying like that innocence of a child, and like they're not the memory. I'd have to like have a conversation and dig deep to find those kind of things. They're not what sit at the forefront of my mind. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what I lost because I've always felt like this kind of thing.
Cool. How about you, Rich?
What I lost?
No. Let's start from the initial question. What's the initial question?
That's what it is. What kind of things do you think
You miss from your childhood?
You lost not thinking like a child anymore? What kind of things do you think you've lost not thinking like a child anymore?
All right. Before we go there, can you remember when you were first happy as a child? And what was happening during those times? And what age that was?
One of my oldest memories, I remember going to the fun fair with my mum when I lived in Hoxton before I moved to Fields. That was a fun time, won some stuff. Yeah, I don't remember a lot of happy times, to be fair. Not to say they were all bad times, but just don't remember all the fun ones. There was some, I'm sure there were some decent ones.
How old were you?
Probably 8 or 7.
All right. Can you remember what you won?
Teddy bear. That's it. I won a gigantic Garfield teddy, and I remember my brother ended up throwing it away when I disappeared for a while. I went in the house. No one was in there. I don't know. Don't ask me.
You can't drop that and...
Oh, as in that.
He said, don't ask
Dashed
me.
away your Garfield.
No, because I weren't in the-
You weren't around no more?
Yeah, because obviously
Was he upset with you?
So say it again.
Was he upset with you?
My brother's always been upset with me, but I disappeared for a while. Obviously in the big house and all that, and just getting rid of everything in the house, I guess, and that was one of the things that went. I still had that until I was at 16 or something, or 17, and it just, it was gone. Other than that, I don't remember a lot of, like...
Sorry.
What age was you when you first went to prison?
I was 14 or 15. One of them.
That's what you meant when you said you went away for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said a big house.
No, when he said big house, I'm thinking slavery times. What's the big house called? Master's house, isn't it?
Yeah, the big house.
Yeah. And I was like, you
had a
weren't wrong then.
You weren't
wrong at times. I'm trying to make that correlation.
Sorry, the
Yeah,
English.
such an egg.
Sorry, my English.
You were
No, it's my fault.
The translation.
Yeah.
No, I don't remember a lot of like good memories. As he said earlier on, it was just I just remember getting to a space where this is what it was, this is what we're doing, type thing.
But that first prison sentence you went it a long one?
No, the last one was the longest one. The first
Well,
one
what was the first? How long was the first one?
The first one was only like 4 months due to. And then like,
Was it?
Yeah, because remember we were young then, innit? So everything felt like it was long.
So what was the space in between them then?
The space, bro. I came out and I was outside for like 6 weeks. I went straight back.
That's what it is. Then. See, it's the same. So it's the same thing.
Like,
You know what I mean? You was gone for long from young. It's the same shit.
And then I came back again. Then I tried to make some steps, and then I went back. I went to jail like 3 times.
What was your longest one?
My longest one was just under 2 years. That's when I got 5 years basically, but they gave me 3.5 and 18 months. But I was even with that, I got lucky. Like, but then I remember when I first talking to my sister, they're like, "Oh, you're looking like 11 to 13." So to get 5, I was over the moon. But then
get it cut short, even shorter.
Yeah, but then 2 weeks, maybe I think it was no more than a month after that. That's when I lost my mum. So I've been sentenced. I'm happy.
And then that's happened.
Yeah, and I was on remand for like 8 to 9 months. I was just on remand, just sitting there before I even got sentenced. So, yeah, I just remember being in a space where like, this is where it is, this is what we're doing, this is, type thing. Obviously you had like fun times with the guys and all that, but even before that, I don't remember like a normal childhood that everyone else had. Does that make sense? Some people.
Who's everyone?
Everyone else.
You seems to have the same type of childhood.
Say again.
Everyone that you grew up with seemed to have the same type.
Yeah,
of
but that's what I mean.
right?
So I mean, like,
We're in a fishbowl though. We grew up in the same place, so we're all gonna have the same environment.
Yeah,
When you said everyone, who you
Everybody
talking
else,
talking
isn't
about
it?
everyone else that weren't us, basically.
Silent
like,
majority.
Yeah, silent majority. the rest of the people.
about? I'm guessing now once is that you've entered a larger society, larger group, then when you start comparing stories, you realize that obviously it's different. Is that what you're talking about when you say everybody else?
Yeah, because once you go out into the world and you meet different people and you think, you realize that our normal is not normal.
It's not normal.
You know what I'm saying? Like our normal, the things that we take for granted, not even take for granted, but the way we live, the things that we know, the things that we experience, the things that we do, and it's normal for us, is not normal.
Well, that's the same with me looking at your stories, no?
Maybe, I guess.
When I go out into the wider community, I realize that my experience isn't the same as your experience.
Yeah, but yours is normal though, if that makes sense.
You're saying
Yours is deemed normal.
it depends on the environment in which you grew up in, right?
Okay.
We grew up in certain pockets of communities, right? My world is only my world until it is I see other parts of the world.
Yeah.
Same with you.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you've deemed it normal based on my experience.
Yeah, but okay, for example, some kids are outside playing. Our definition
Sorry,
that
you've deemed yours abnormal based on my
Yeah,
experience.
yeah.
of normal. And I would be doing the same thing when talking to you.
some kids are outside playing, doing X, Y, Z. Our definition of outside playing was just getting up to no good. Like, what do they say? The devil makes idle.
Work for
So-
idle
Yeah.
thumbs.
So you were classifying it as devil work?
No, I'm just saying. It's just a saying, though.
Devil makes
no,
work
but
for
you've gone
idle
with the
thumbs.
verse.
Oh my god.
What I'm saying is, did you know that it was wickedness you were doing?
Not really. It was just like.
All right, so don't classify it.
I'm not class. It was a throwaway comment. You ain't got to hang on to it. Do you know what I mean? You ain't got to
You gotta hang on to it.
I'm trying to deep dive now, innit? I'm
Deep
using
dive,
this
deep dive,
particular
deep dive.
session as a deep dive. I'm asking questions, probing. So I want you to be very mindful and intentful with what you're saying.
Okay.
Because it has an effect on how you see yourself, right? So If you are now saying, in hindsight, you can see that it was this, that, and the next, you're comparing it to.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's why I say a lot of times that when I look back, some of the stuff that we were doing was technically negative, and that's why I try to be in a positive place now and do different things. But when that's in hindsight, when you're in the moment, everything you're doing, we feel like is the norm.
Did you feel you had a choice back then, though?
Yeah,
All right, so you always knew you had a choice.
I thought I could either do this or not do it
And why do you think you did it?
because I wanted to, and that's what I always tell people.
I don't feel like I'm sorry to speak for you, but I don't feel like you felt like you had a choice.
you can't speak.
Or
for me.
or you wasn't aware of your choices because there was the options weren't there. Maybe as you got older, but in growing up in it, everything we know is what we know.
No, but that's
what.
what.
So what is the choice? The way we earned money, the things that we done, the people that we was around. What choices could you have been sitting there thinking that you had?
Let me clarify.
Again, it's not right for me to speak for you, but I grew up with you.
No, but
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Let me clarify. What I mean by that is that know better, do better, right? So
Yeah, but at what point did you start to know better?
Until I got older. Until know better, do better. Know better, do better. So until you get older and you don't know, you're just doing what you do know, and that was just everything that was around you. So, but what I mean by choice is like, we might be going to Young Man Standing. It's like a club. A club night. I can choose to go or I can not. That's what I just meant by choice. I don't mean like, yeah, because anything I would have done illegally, I was just normal to me.
Was going to Young Man Standing an illegal?
No. But it's still a choice though, and it was still a choice that something might happen there.
He's speaking to the fact that when we go out, we usually get into it.
All right, and Young Man
So
Standing
he's saying he can make the choice of
to go or to not go.
he don't want to go because he don't want to.
Yeah,
you know what I'm trying to say?
But like 8, 9 times out of 10, I would have went. So, but again, it's a choice. That's what I mean by anything illegal. We just done because that's what we knew. But obviously, as you get older, you know, but you do better. Then you get more options, and it's whether or not you want to go back to what you were doing or not. Hence why, for example, came out the big house. I have an option to go back to what I'm doing or try something different. No.
Did you feel compelled to make these choices because all the older lot or all your peers were also making those choices?
Monkey see, monkey do. So at one point in time, it might have been the blind leading the blind. But we were kind of technically doing what they were doing anyway, if that makes sense. But then there'll be like the odd occasion where we might go a step too far, and then they might have a word and say X, Y, Z, blah, blah, blah. Like, you didn't have to go that hard.
I don't know if people know what it's like to grow up like in the States, and especially in those times, like in those kind of communities, those kind of areas. Like obviously there's different scales in it. And everybody's gonna sell hard drugs or whatever. People be weed, people be doing fraud, people be selling clothes they got at the back of a van, whatever. But everybody hustles. You know what I'm trying to say? It's not like to say working is not a thing, because some people do work, but there's not really any examples of people that are working and thriving. Yeah. The people that are working are still struggling with us. There's dead end jobs and still got to do little bits on the side and all that. So that's not like a goal. That's not anything to.
That's not a plan.
That's not a plan. That's not anything to want to achieve in that. Do you get what I'm trying to say? That because there's no examples of work and this person's and boom, boom. It's not that. They work in, whether they're stacking shelves or cleaning or whatever they're doing, they still got to come and hustle on the side when they get home to make a little money. Like everybody hustles. Like what you hustle varies, innit? But everybody hustles. Like that's what we know, innit? So if we're gonna make money, what are we gonna do? Like literally, like it's just what you know. You get me? You might start on something light and upgrade onto something more, but if you're gonna get money, that's how you're gonna get it. You don't know anything else. And if you got any sense from that outside looking in, why are you gonna waste time getting that job for? For me to be in the same position you're in, because you're broke. Like you know what I'm trying to say, like you got the job, you're broke on mash up here with the rest of us. What the difference is? You're just scared or to risk it or something or whatever it may be, innit? You know what I'm trying to say? But that's not like a viable option, really. You know what I'm trying to say?
You were always and probably still not afraid, but you revere your mother, right?
Yeah.
And once she gets into her angry bag, like you're forced to basically listen.
Yeah.
When you were younger, how come the call of your brethrens was louder than the fear that you had for your mother?
I don't know if it was. What are you saying? Was how come my mum couldn't get me to stop doing certain things or something? Is that what you'd be like
Let's
speaking
go with
to?
that one.
Because she's in the same boat as me. If that makes sense. So there's a line that she's gonna want me to toe to keep me on the straight and narrow. Obviously, she don't want me to go to jail. She don't want me to die. She don't want me to do all these kind of things or whatever. But we're in the same boat. You know what I'm trying to say? She's got to hustle and do whatever she's got to do too. Like, so there's only so much she can do in it. She can control like who I am as a person and my character and the things that she's installed in me. But how is she really going to stop me from doing certain things when I step outside of my doorstep and this is the environment that we live in? She's living in the same place, going through the same things as me, raising kids as a single mother, raising kids in the yard, going through the same shit, got to provide them. So what's she gonna do? She done what she could in it. You know what I'm trying to say?
And this leads me to my first thing that I guess one could say I may have lost, or some people may say they may have lost when comparing their childhood. Sounds as though you were fearless back then.
To a certain extent. I don't know if it was just being fearless or being, what's the word, like naive to certain things. I don't like, or just being young and not knowing, you know what I'm trying to say? The consequences of your actions and these kind of things. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, you're not putting things into perspective. So it's easy to be fearless when you with ignorance, like, because it's bliss in it. You don't know the consequences of your actions. It's not like you've got something proper to weigh it up against, especially when this is all you know. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, when you're doing things, when you're dealing in the community, you're not really thinking about the impact that you're having on people and these kind of things until you see it.
With it.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? So it's easy to say fearless, but at the same time, there's a lack of knowledge there. Like, you don't even really know what you're doing. Like what you're saying, like out with the blind leading the blind, like, and just going through, just making it up as you go along, kind of thing.
And would you see that as a strength or a weakness?
Boy, I believe knowledge is power, so I'd probably see it as a weakness, to be honest with you.
Now you would, right?
Knowing what you know in it, and you wouldn't want to go back. But at the time, I don't know. It's a false perception of strength. If that makes sense. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So you probably, like, somebody could say it like that or perceive it like that. But again, if knowledge is power, when you know better, you do better. So knowing what you know now, you can't look at it and say that, because there's going to be young kids that feel like how they feel now, and I'm looking at them saying, brother, you're going down the wrong path. Like, the stuff, like, this is nonsense. What you're saying, and even what you think, is stupidness. It's not right. You know what I'm trying to say? If you make it past this, you're going to clock too.
We spoke about earlier about the unknown being the scariest part of life, right?
Yeah.
But when we were young, the unknown, we
Didn't
wouldn't
bother
have
us.
perceived it as, okay, there's fear. We'd have just gone in.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So do you think that is something that you've lost that you would want back?
Okay. It's tough, man. You could flip a coin on that one, because that kind of attitude can help or hinder you. And you don't know which one you're going to get. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So it's tough to answer that. In certain circumstances, maybe yes. You get me? But there's nothing wrong with being mindful. You get me? So I don't know. It's 50-50.
How about you, Rich?
The unknown. I just remember a point where, like, we were maybe 11 or 12 or maybe even 10, and we're like, oh, what's it going to be like when we get to 16? And bang, 16's here, and we're just outside having pellet gun fights and stupid stuff. And
Did time fly by like that when it is that you guys were young?
every summer something was going on. Summer was dangerous, man. Back then, so it wasn't even really winter. You know, when summer came around, it was just something was going to happen, and it usually did for endless summers.
You say summer was dangerous. Is this you looking back in hindsight saying it was dangerous? Did you feel like it was dangerous?
I didn't feel like it was dangerous, but I just knew that every summer something could happen.
But and knowing that back then, you still stepped out, didn't you?
Yeah,
Why?
because that's what we were that's what we were doing. That's where we was. That was the mind frame, you know. That was yeah. That's what we were doing. It was like part and parcel, right? It's not good that you're gonna have good days, you're gonna have bad days. So you can't expect every day to be a good day. At some point in time, someone might get robbed, someone might get stabbed, someone might get shot, whatever.
I mean, you're older now and you're formulating words attached to the thoughts and feelings that you can remember, right? But back then, were you all processing what was happening in the manner in which you're processing it now?
I processed more about the people I was around than...
Explain.
As in, like, that's why I stepped away from a lot of stuff, like, as soon as I got out the can, because I was just like, yeah, certain things have happened to me where I'm like, this is nothing to do with anyone else, and I'm not blaming anyone else. And I've got myself in this position, but it weren't just me that has put me in this position. There's been other little things that have got me here. So I'm like, you know what, I can't... Again, it's a false perception, right? The whole certain man of my brothers and blah, 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 but then if you then snake your brother, I got to look at you differently. If you do something, if you do anything to like put me in harm's way, then I got to look at you differently. So let me step away from that. Just try something different. And then that's when your whole mindset has got to transition, and you know, it's no longer just quick money, etc., etc., etc. Now you just got to think long term. What are you actually trying to do? Where's your passion at? What are you about, other than, you know, all of that?
Where you on me, bro?
Oh, sorry.
You focus.
No, I'm so
Just playing with his hands.
yeah.
Yeah.
My fingers are supposed to be set in a particular way, and in my memory bank, it's dun 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 dun. But because my little finger was off and I didn't know it was off the unit, I was thinking 2 is 3. Sorry, Max. So for me, you probably had your own mind and agency from young. The spirit of rebellion normally comes hand in hand with, quote unquote, independence, whether it's full independence or not. There's an independent spirit there, right? You didn't go to jail as young as he did, right?
No, I was 20.
So for you, having your freedom taken from you the first time, how did it affect you? Because you went back and went back into the streets. And second time, you went back into the streets. But the third time, you're like, all right, cool.
The first time is that shit, we really here. This is really in the can. Like I'm looking, you know, the cell was smaller in this room, probably even half the size. And, you know, the door hard still. You ain't coming out to the morning type thing. Second time was more or less the same, but obviously you've got over the fact of the first time. The third time was the most important for me, only because, again, my mum passing, and I didn't... Remember, it's bad enough I am a Nigerian kid that is basically hella wayward compared to most Nigerian households where strict rules, like... Most Nigerian households are strict. That's all.
Put your mic up a bit.
Sorry, like anyone will tell you.
I believe so. I mean, most black households, but I've in my school and in where Emmanuel grew up, because he grew up in Pembury. A hell of them were Nigerian, and a hell of them were in the streets.
Yeah, but I didn't grow up with a lot of Nigerians. I didn't.
So you West Indians you grew up with.
Yeah, I grew up with West
So you didn't know
Indians
that the
We got
other
better,
Nigerians
but it's not just
were
Nigerians,
in
but we've got
streets.
better African man.
Yeah, there's a few African men.
But they were on the streets too.
Not all of them.
Yeah.
100%
Not
all of them.
Not all of them, no.
Not
But
all, not
I feel like
not as in like, okay, cool.
I feel like the point he's trying to make kind of still stands up, because even though they were on the streets, Nigerian
They weren't
homes
going to
are
jail.
crazy strict.
All of
Yeah.
them are. All black households are. in my estimation, majority of black households
Okay,
are.
the Ghanaian man that we know, none of them went to jail.
What, you talk about young?
Yeah.
Gans did.
No, but okay, that's one man out of like 6 brothers or something like that.
Twix has.
Yeah, that's later. That's another generation though. That's a later
Yeah,
generation.
but that's still from the same family.
Yeah.
I don't know about Manners and Jeffrey. I'm guessing one of them would have, but they're older than us, so I'm not sure.
Okay,
Like it's not. What countries? Where's Apple from?
Ghana.
Okay, cool. He's gone jail. Like, brother, we're all in the
But
same
you know
boat.
what it is though? It speaks to what you were saying earlier, where for him, he's more around West Indians, not around many Nigerians. So, and what you do hear about Nigerian house, blah blah, he's not seeing this as like, he's seen himself as the anomaly.
Yeah, and
But
they
then
are. I
obviously
think they're
someone
all. I
else
think
who's
they're all
experienced
exceptions,
Nigerians
and
will
the
know.
exception don't prove the rule. So I kind of
Do you know
agree with
what I
what
mean?
you're saying as well.
So that was his normal though. Do you remember we talking about being like whatever you perceive as your normal is different to what normal is.
Like the
So-
man that made a typical Nigerian household, stringent.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Only as I got older, when I'm meeting other Nigerians and like I'm breaking down my story to them, they're like, wait, we just assumed that you were Jamaican or West Indian because of what we've heard about you and how you were moving.
This is what I wanted to contest. This whole idea that the people that were on this doing street stuff was just Caribbean people.
No, it weren't. No, it weren't.
It was like, no.
Sorry, no.
In the house, none of the Caribbean parents wanted it. But the boy came the other day. He was what's his name? He's a
I guess.
Yeah, he's a guest.
Oh, what's his name?
This is what I'm saying.
Imani.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
And that particular experience that he talked to us about, West Indian parents.
Yeah.
That's West Indian parents. Full stop.
Okay.
The household is not encouraging their children to go out and
Do
do
you know
this.
it's
Yeah, you're not
like, I
encouraging
feel like
badness.
I don't know
yeah,
what's happening once is that they go out.
I feel like perceptions about like Caribbean culture and how and African culture stuff like that has been a lot of stereotypes. And it's only as you grow older and you start to know people that's when you realize it's different because, yeah,
But
stereotypes.
back to what I was saying. The third time was the most important for me because that's when obviously I had to make a decision in terms of what I was trying to do. And again, I felt like I've been betrayed by people and whatever you want to call it. So I was like, no, I can't. I have to leave certain things alone and just go out into the wider world.
Right. So essentially, the framework of what you thought governed hood culture was now shattered because betrayal was now introduced, and you thought this is
Yeah.
not what I signed up for. This is not what I thought.
This is not what I signed up for.
Yeah, so it's all a fallacy that I am basically looking to live by where this person, these people,
How can I be trying
they
to?
could care less.
Yeah, how can I be trying to live by like this code that's been made from wherever?
Yeah.
But then the man in front of me or the
Yeah,
man to
yeah.
my left is doing X,
Yeah.
Y, Z.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, this ain't. I'm not doing this.
Okay.
I'm not doing this. So I'm gonna die on my sword
Yeah.
for keeping it real, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And you over there, you just get the hell out of here, man. I've got
Okay.
better things to do, man.
All right, let's throw it over to you, Esther. Your childhood and you're
Why are you
happy.
smiling?
Because I'm thinking part of it was in Nigeria.
Yeah, I came when I was 13, yeah. Most
So a
of it
lot
was
of
in
it was in Nigeria.
Yeah.
What did that look like? What were your happiest moments, and what do you feel as though you've lost?
I feel like innocence. I feel like kids are robbed of their innocence very, very quickly in many different ways. And I think with African girls, we're robbed of our innocence in like a sexual way. Like, we're sexualized very, very early on. And I feel like that's the beginning of your loss of innocence. Because everything, the way you're raised, everything that you are, is to do with how you're going to be a mother and a wife one day. So yeah. I would say
that
that's
was a very, very tangible thing in Nigeria while I was growing up.
100%, it still is. But that's something that I'm in my adulthood now actively trying to go back to, where my entire world and everything I do does not revolve around my role in society as a woman.
And you mentioned you were sexualized early.
Yeah.
Explain how that.
So that's like, that comes in like how you dress, how you should carry yourself. Obviously, depending on when you stop. Like, I started puberty like 10. So there's that as well, the kind of conversations that you have. And obviously,
As in, your
was
parents are
incorrect.
basically sexualizing you
No, as in like society in itself sexualizes women.
in Nigeria?
Yeah. So then how you are, like the way you're spoken to is for you to be aware of how society sexualizes you, rather than it being a case where we try to change society, we just make kids feel away. Do you get me? So it's like, say for example, I was wearing a skirt. Like I stopped wearing skirts when I was younger, but then when I'm younger, it's just clothes. Do you get me? But there's so like I'm more aware of the fact that I have a body, and I'm more aware. It's highlighted to me that I'm around men who would have sexual desires. So all that kind of stuff. Rather than making it safe for your children to be around men who they should be safe around, you put that onus on the girls as if it's something that they've done wrong in terms of them growing. So yeah.
Also, because when it is you said sexualized young, in my head, I'm thinking, could it also be applied to your mother whilst you're in the kitchen, you're 7 or 8, and she's showing you how to do this, that, and next, and then in conversation she says, you're never going to find a husband if you don't know how to do this, that, and the next. Is that some form of sexualizing?
No.
No?
I feel like the sexualized one is different to how it is that you're raised. How it is that you're raised, the way you're raised as a girl in Nigeria, as a Nigerian girl, because it can be here as well, is literally how you are going to serve your children and your husband in the future.
That's what I'm saying. Talking to a little 7-year-old girl about you never find a husband if it is you don't know how to basically
do these things
what I'm
and
doing. Is not introducing some form of adult.
100%. That's why I said
before.
innocence. I feel like with the innocence, there's so much around it, because even innocence is, your boy cousins or your brothers or whatever playing with their friends, but you are inside blending pepper for food. So even that, so that's why I say innocence, because with innocence, there's so much about it that is taken from young girls.
Can you remember your friends from Nigeria?
Yeah,
Young.
of course I do.
What's one of their names?
Princess. She lives here actually.
You all keep in contact?
Yeah, I follow on Instagram and stuff. You know how, what my contacts like.
Yeah, so funny.
My
So we
contacts,
got
how
a
my contacts.
conversation that we had yesterday about how it is. That
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
long
That's why I
lasting
said,
friends,
my
you
contacts
contact
like.
them on bloody Instagram.
This is my contact. I don't reply messages on time.
God damn. Never mind.
I remember a lot of my friends.
Do you remember the games that you used to play when it is that you were?
I would play hide and seek.
Was it called hide and seek?
What's it gonna be called, Brent?
I've never lived in Nigeria. I've never grown up in Nigeria.
We
may
speak
have a
English in
different-
Nigeria, so it'd be
you have
hide
a
and
different
seek.
name for the game.
Yeah, maybe my mum's generation probably called it something different,
Yeah.
but we called it hide and seek because we spoke English.
How many different names is there for hide and seek?
He's thinking it's gonna be like good something like that. Some African,
Wait, what?
no African
I see what
word.
you're saying.
Racist
Why
idiot.
wouldn't you see what I'm saying?
No, because
he's not
hide and
racist.
seek's hide and seek.
But every single country doesn't speak English. as
Well,
their
Nigeria
base language.
does.
You're now telling me that
How
you
do you-
would
you
would
never
choose
knew
to
Nigeria
speak
spoke
English as
English?
opposed to your native tongue.
You never knew Nigeria speak English in Nigeria.
I know they speak English in Nigeria, but I was in this room where Imayo said you'll have many different languages.
Exactly.
So I don't know if it is when it is that you were young, it was just English you were speaking.
No, we speak English. Nigeria they speak English, and then everyone's got obviously different tribes and speak their own languages and stuff like that. And obviously, depending on some people will just speak, some people can't speak English and they will just speak their language. But for the most part, English is how the country runs.
It's so interesting how
The colonizers did put
Yeah.
a number on everybody, innit? Yeah.
so they never colonized Nigeria.
They did. Are you an egg?
No, I'm just joking.
We need to get back the less we forget. You're forgetting a lot.
Honestly, I was joking. But what I mean is, they
you have-
passed on hide and seek.
Yeah, but every child plays hide and seek though. I feel like you don't need.
I am agreeing with you because I've lived in this country since I was 6.
Yeah.
And that's my experience. I wasn't playing hide and seek in Trinidad.
Oh, I feel like hide and seek is normal there. You
In
play with your friends
Trinidad, I didn't play hide and
moment
seek in Trinidad.
one moment you can't find them, and then now you stumble.
But you
across
were calling
the game.
something else.
Hide and bloody seek.
Oh, good morning.
Oh, morning, Fatima.
Explanation of her experience as a kid in Nigeria, and it seems like, for me anyway, I was born in Nigeria. I lived in Ghana, then we moved back to Nigeria, and then we moved here. So I experienced a bit of everything.
Yeah.
But I've read, for me anyways, Ghana was the best to be a kid for me.
Yeah.
It was like just completely free. You know, we went up to the jungles and we went to visit our grandparents.
Jeez.
Oh, that's
It
sweet.
was really enjoying life. No, it was great. And then when we went to like Nigeria, we went to like the Muslim side. So it was very secluded.
Yeah.
And like as girls, you were overly protected. Like you can't go outside. I remember like I was 4 and my sister was completely depressed. Now thinking back at it. Because I had an older sister and she was completely depressed. Because imagine you're coming from an environment where we wake up in the morning, we're gone until we come back for lunch. And then we're gone again and we're completely free. Whereas Nigeria, because that side of Nigeria took their religion so seriously. So girls were overly protected and you can't go nowhere and you can't play. And only the boys can do this and that and all those type of things. And I think we moved here when I was 6. And then it was another experience where parents here are overloaded with work. Like both your mom and your dad are working. So for me, I had 2 younger siblings. So then me and my sister almost became like the parental figures where you're waking them up to take them to school and getting them showered and getting them ready and dropping them to school when you can barely do anything for yourself. And you think you're grown and then you just grow faster than you should. I don't know what the solution would be, but hopefully we learn from our experiences.
Yeah.
Whether that is trying to ensure that you're more financially secure, that you can afford to, I don't know, pay for the childcare services that your older kids don't have to actually look after your younger kids or whatever it is that you do. But yeah, it's very different. I realize the experience is very different depending on where you live.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good conversation. I'm really enjoying it.
Thank you, hon.
I'm still stuck on you saying that in Nigeria you went into the jungle.
That was in Ghana.
Oh, you went into the jungle in Ghana and then you saw your grandparents?
Like a village.
No. Like my granddad was from like a village. We didn't live in the village. We lived like in Kumasi. But like when we went to my granddad's village, like we were up in the village with the village people. We were loving it. Chopping down sugar cane. Oh my God, we literally lived like boys. So in my head, my association of being able to live like a boy to me was fun. Where when I was put in an environment that I actually had to behave like a girl, I felt trapped.
That distinction, being able to behave like a boy, are you talking about the freedom to do whatever? Okay.
Yes. Yeah, like we could go out. We can go and play. And nobody was calling you to come, fetch the water, do this. And even if you're asked to like fetch the water, it's like a fun activity because it's not a responsibility. It's more of, I'm helping out.
Yeah.
And we're all doing it together collectively, putting it on top of your head and it's fine. You spill some water. It's different to when it becomes like a responsibility of, you're a woman, you need to do this. You're a woman, you need to behave this. Don't go there. And then it's different. But yeah.
Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts, Fatima.
Thank you, Fatima.
All right then. Bye.
All right, bye. Any other questions on there?
Oh shit! Sorry.
1 second. So, okay. So, what was it? Creativity and imagination. Have you been limited? Do you feel like you're limited in your creativity and imagination as an adult compared to when you were a kid? So, are we unable to tap into certain places because we see what's as realistic or what's like logical? We think too much about it.
I don't feel like that. I feel like I've got more creative as I've gone older, and my imagination can run wild sometimes. And I'm a visionary and a dreamer, so I don't think I've lost that over the years. I think I've gained it, if anything.
You too?
Why are you questioning? What do you guys think?
When you were younger, your creativity was it interwoven within the hustle? How did your creativity manifest?
I wasn't particularly creative when I was younger. I don't remember creating anything of like I don't have much. Like I didn't do much imagining. I didn't have much hopes and dreams and stuff. So my imagination wasn't like that. And what did I create when I was young? I wasn't really creative when I was a kid.
How do you qualify creativity?
By creating shit or doing stuff. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I feel like my creativity got there as I got older. I got into music late. Music and that starts swinging my creativity. Starts fueling that as a late teenager.
Before you touch music, were there particular ways that you had to deploy to get results that nobody else could figure out?
I don't feel like I don't like. I don't remember that side of life.
Did you ever manipulate anybody when it is that you were younger?
Well, as a kid,
Did you ever find ways to
You like cheeky?
your mother had told you do something or be somewhere and remain there, and you found ways
to get out. Yeah, probably. That's
It
just being a
depends how
little
you look at
shit, innit?
creativity.
Okay, cool.
You can't
fair
just say creativity is like, oh, making music. That's not creativity. That's one aspect.
enough. I heard that. Well, then, yeah, I suppose I was a wily young fox. You
Yeah,
know?
I don't know if you can just wake up as an adult and just learn how to be resourceful or how to problem solve.
Okay, but what examples is there of it as a kid that I can actually think of?
I got one.
Go on.
Went to began church. I just remember hiding in the house.
Wait, the big house?
Big house.
Can you hide in the
No. It doesn't the big house. I hide nowhere. They're coming right to your door. No, I was at home.
How did it find you? Oh, hide and seek. Never mind. So,
Hide and seek.
where did you hide?
I was hiding
In
at
this house that belonged to your parents?
Mum. Yeah, I was just hiding downstairs somewhere, and I just remember my mum calling.
Okay.
Et cetera.
Wait.
I've had.
Nope.
Wait, so you didn't go to church that
I
day?
did not go. I didn't
Fair.
go.
Okay, I remember like I said, I've always had like a slick tongue, so I've always been able to like talk my way out of stuff. Like, so maybe that's creative.
If you don't think that's creative, then boy.
I've always been able to talk my way out of stuff.
Yeah.
That I should be getting in trouble for things and I
This
don't.
was your genesis, man.
Yeah, or like I'll just change the narrative, take control of the situation. I don't know, like make people laugh or just whatever it may be. Like,
So you've been a great orator, hence why you took to music in that manner. People knew you'd be talking slick in
Yeah,
rhythm and rhyme.
Yeah, rhythm and rhyme.
Put a beat on it.
the message, pull a beat on.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
maybe that. Then I've always been able to like talk my way out of situations from a kid, and obviously sometimes from young saying stuff and doing stuff that adults might not expect, thinking that that's quite intelligent or whatever. Like, you know what I'm trying to say?
Was there ever a limit put on you or by yourself as to what you could or couldn't do? Or were you boundless? Whatever it is I wanted to do, that's what it is I'm looking to do. Even if it is that it's deemed delusional.
Yeah,
What is
maybe-
delusion? Really?
Yeah, no, you don't set limits for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I can get out of anything. That's the way I believe. I could talk my way out of anything. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think that's the breeding ground. That fosters a great environment for, all right, what's the next opportunity? What's the next technology? What's the next interesting unknown that you're now going to present to me? And I'm going to be like, wait, can I use this to benefit or better myself, to get ahead? And I think that you have that mind where you're always looking for or ready for an opportunity to present itself.
Yeah, but I do feel like even though it's not obviously even though there's different aspects of it, I do feel like I've got more creative as I've got older. I don't feel like I've lost any of it because even still, I don't set no limits on myself with opportunities or like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I'm not afraid to take risks and do things. I feel like I'm more creative as I got older.
All right, question. Let me jump into adulthood for a quick second. I remember a time when you came to me and you questioned whether this next step is something that you could handle, even though you had no experience in it. Where did that doubt come from? When did that start creeping into your life, if we are to believe what you say, there is no cap or limit placed on myself.
What, when I was doing content and stuff like that?
The production stuff with such taking that particular role.
I think that's just natural. Because that's just the unknown, innit? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Where I haven't come from like a work situation or like a thing situation, and I've hustled and I've blagged my way through stuff. I don't have no previous experience or stuff in it. I know what I'm capable of and I know what I can do, but it's not tried and tested, in it. And I don't like unsures. I like to know what I go on in it. So if I haven't done it to thing it, there's still that little unknown.
Incorrect.
Why not?
Not that you said that you like to know. No, you like to believe that you can do it.
There's not a belief, I know.
No. So, me saying no, I'm just looking to contest you. I'm not basically saying what you're saying is invalid. When you just said that the unknown is what you fear,
Yeah.
that implies that there is no security in your belief for the unknown.
I get what you're saying, and I just think in that sense is like if I wasn't confident in my abilities, yeah, I wouldn't have went and tried to do that in the first place. Remember, no one ever offered me that.
Yes.
I angled that and
Yes.
worked that to go
Yes.
and do it because I was saying to myself, I know that I can do it.
Yes.
There's just that little human bit that now it's here and I
Yes.
have to do it.
Yes.
It's like,
Okay.
like,
Okay.
you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
That
yeah.
like I've got no previous.
Yeah.
There's like I've got to do this now.
Yeah.
You get me? Like, so there's that little bit of
Yeah.
can I do this, innit? So I get what you're saying, but if I didn't believe that I could do it, I wouldn't have tried to do it in the first
100%.
place.
You believe that you can do it.
Yeah.
100%.
But it's just, I feel like maybe it's just human nature. Like, it's just because I've got to do it now, innit? Now I've got to put my money where my mouth is. So it's like the doing, it's that believing and thinking whatever you want is one thing, but the doing is what's important, innit? So now I've got to do it.
Amazing. So when you started music, did you have that imposter syndrome?
No, because I didn't have aspirations to make music. I was just rapping, innit? I just something that I just done.
And as you grew into that particular space,
It was people's feedback that made me grow. If people told me I was rubbish, I wouldn't have rapped.
okay,
You know what I'm trying to say? It's my reaction watching this stuff. Whereas I'm doing it like first generation, I'm watching it in real time. I'm watching people react to what I'm doing. I don't even know what I'm doing. If that makes
let
sense.
me pause you there before you continue. You just said just now, if people told you you couldn't rap, you would stop.
Yeah, I wouldn't have carried on.
So people's input affects your belief?
I didn't have no belief. It's something that I just done
This
on
is a
a
separate
whim.
question. This is, I guess, something I'm...
If I had that drive and determination to want to be a rapper and to want a thing, then I can understand why you say that. I never had that. It's something that I just done off a whim.
No, I
put
understand.
words together, I read it to the tape, and I just done it.
understand.
It's not until I put it out into the world
I understand.
and I'm seeing how people react to it.
Yeah.
I've got a question what's
Yes.
going on. I'm saying, oh shit,
Yeah. When you
I'm
came
dope.
to me and told me about that particular position that you wanted to apply for, if I told you, nope, I don't think you could do it, how would it affect you? Would it affect your
It wouldn't. It
position?
wouldn't affect me because that's something that I wanted to do. That's an aspiration that I had for myself. I wanted to
Okay,
try
I
and
see
do
what
it.
you're saying.
Do you get what I'm trying to
In relation
say?
To the rapping stuff.
Yeah, and relation to rapping, I never had no.
You didn't want to do it.
No, I never had dreams of
yeah.
wanting to be a rapper and I want to boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Not until I was doing it and it was something feasible.
Yeah.
Not until I see the fanfare and I see the things and I know, right, this is something that's in arm's reach. This is not a pipe dream.
Yeah.
This is real.
Yeah.
Then the want and the feelings start to come.
See how important it is to be surrounded by people in that particular important crossroads of your life to put in or feed positivity into you.
Yeah, 100%.
Because as you said, you had no intentions of being a rapper. But in doing that now, there's a legacy that's been cemented in history because of the friends that said, oh my goodness, you're wavy.
Yeah, definitely. Because it started with my brethrens, and at first I thought they were doing the brethrens thing. It's not until, and then it's seeped out into strangers, the people who don't know me, who ain't got no reason to say these things, are saying the same things.
Oh, you didn't even place much stock on your friends.
No, you did. You're so dumb.
You guys don't say that anyway.
No, I definitely did, but there's always that part of you that thinks, they're my brethren, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're my brethren. Of course they're going to be like, of course they're going to think like this, but it's like, when total strangers are saying the same thing my brethren are saying, it's like, nah, this is legit. You know what I'm trying to say? That this is dope.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Imposter syndrome at this point in time in your life. Does it affect you?
what's that? Thinking I'm not good enough to be there.
You don't feel like crept in a little bit with that particular position?
With music or with the
No. With,
oh
even when you started podcasting, there was a little
yeah, there was
inflection
that
point there.
Yeah, there was that doubt when I first started listening, partying, or down content and all that. I felt like this is not what people want me to be doing. This is not what I should be doing. I've always had a personality. You can find me hosting behind the scenes on Link Up TV while I was rapping and taking control of the camera and doing things like that. So I've always had a personality and not been a thing to show it. But it was I was more probably worried about how what I'm doing is going to be received, because this ain't what people want me to do. Because I don't feel like that now, but people still express that to me now. People want me to make music. You know what I'm trying to say? There's some people that accept it or they even like the content. They're cool with it, but they're like, but come on, brother, like make music. By this point, I don't give a shit what anybody thinks. I don't care. You get me? Initially, there was that. How's this going to be received? This ain't what people want. This ain't what my fan base wants. This ain't what I can be doing. This ain't what I should be doing. Or not this ain't what, is this what I should be doing kind of thing. You get me? Remember my first time out properly and all that, especially that with the listening party, yeah, talking about other people's music. And I've got a front-facing career that didn't necessarily reach where it was supposed to reach. So I'm talking about people who's probably like gone further than me and stuff like that. Things like that was like, should I be doing this? Do I really, like, you get me? But obviously, I am who I am, and I've done what I've done. I could talk about anybody. I've got the right to. It's got nothing. It doesn't. I don't know how you quantify success or whatever, but no one can validate or discredit me for what I've done. So I got to a point where I realized, nah, I can talk about anybody. Of course, I can review music. I've got the perfect credentials to talk about music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? That
Yeah.
obviously you just have to just find a way to go about it, because I'm mindful of being an artist. I understand the way to deliver it, what people would want to hear and not want to hear. But once I worked all that out and I'm like, no, I can do this. I'm cool, and then now I can go out there and I can do it.
Yeah.
But that initial thing into it. But again, it just speaks to the whole unknown thing, innit?
Yeah.
I'm just a regular man.
Is that right? You're regular?
Feel we can't conquer and we don't like what we don't understand. You get what I'm saying?
Reciting bars now. Question before we move on. It might be a false equivalency, but do you see how like young impressionable minds can be groomed? You said you didn't want to become a rapper, but then your friends basically, yo, Wavy, you'd be great at this. And then you're like, all right, cool. And then other people started saying, yeah, you're Wavy, you're good at this. And now, wow, I'm doing this now. And I'm successful at this now. You see how people could be groomed?
Yeah, but I said it before, it could be groomed for greatness. In all aspects.
But in the same spirit, it could be groomed towards
Taking advantage of.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's 100% true, and that can happen, and that does happen. But in like anything we do, we always say like the exceptions don't prove the rule, and a lot of the time we spoke about being in them situations and us being in the same boat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like the blind leading the blind, us being in the same boat, and sometimes whatever help you can get is the help you can get.
Yeah.
So it's usually people from the outside that want to put these things onto people, and they don't know what they're talking about. You get me? Your normal is not our normal. You know what I'm trying to say? So that word grooming has such a horrible like connotations to it that it's like it's not deserved of everybody. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm not saying there's not examples of people being groomed and being taken advantage of and whatnot. But you tarring everybody with the same brush, and that doesn't make sense. Because some people ain't grooming, man. Some people are helping, man. Because all we got is us. You sit there behind your little picket fence on your hill, judging and chatting shit. You're not helping. You're not doing nothing. And whatever you think doesn't make a difference, because you don't do enough to make a difference. You're not moving the needle nowhere. You ain't got boots on the ground. You're not doing anything. You're just sitting there having your judgment, having your opinions. That's why no one can't care for what you got to say. No one can't care for your opinion or what you got to say, because it doesn't matter. You know what I'm trying to say? You're not doing anything. There's going to be bad people and good people in anything that you do. Definitely 100% people get taken advantage of and all that. But I don't agree with you tarring everybody in the same brush and talking about everybody being groomed. Because like I said, some people are being groomed for greatness. You You get me? Or maybe our version of great is different for yours, but we're thriving and surviving in the situation that we're in. And that's all that we can do. If you're not going to help, you're not doing nothing. Shut up, man. I don't care what you think. And that's and my opinion ain't never going to change on that. Like, ever. So.
Lovely. Any other questions?
There's a whole lot, but we go move on, man.
Yeah, we've been there for ages.
All we did was the title.
Oh, serious?
So it's one of those days where we'll have to do a part 5.
So we'll come back to that.
Let's get to our next headline. Conversation, good topic of the day. Big up E-Man, big up researchers. All right, so our next headline, a newly appointed Home Office minister sparked fury on the Tory Right today after pictures were unearthed showing her taking the knee during the Black Lives Matter protests. Laura Farris, the MP for Newbury, said how it was important MPs and other public figures are there with the community showing their support in the fight against racism in 2020. She attended the event in the Berkshire town in June 2020 in a mask during the COVID pandemic, less than a month after the murder of George Floyd by police in the US city of Minneapolis, sparked worldwide protests. But her actions have caused disquiet with the Tories on the right of the party. One MP told the Daily Mail, "We all remember when she took the knee. It was a shocking error of judgment, and many remember it vividly. Many traditional supporters and new voters will look at it in despair." Miss Farris is a supporter of Mr. Sunak, who voted against Boris Johnson in a Commons confidence vote last year, after accusing the then Prime Minister of presiding over a culture that facilitated unethical and disastrous parties in lockdown. The 45-year-old mother of 2, who once worked for US Democrat presidential challenger Hillary Clinton, joined hundreds of others to take a stand against racism and inequality at the event in a Newbury Park. Aren't they a bit shy to be cussing her for this?
So she took the knee.
She took the knee, and they're saying that this is wild.
That says a lot about the party.
But that's what I'm saying, though. For people that keep doing reports about Britain is not racist.
They're just showing their ass.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, but the Tories are not. They've been saying they need to scrap that crap. They bunch it in with the whole woke culture. Can you just send to him, please?
So, then what?
You're not sorry. You're so right.
I was leaning, sorry.
You were lying down.
I was leaning. Leaning back.
All right, so our next headline is, takes us to the US. So thousands of people gathered at a pro-Israel rally in Washington, D.C. on Tuesday to show support for Israel's war against Hamas. Demonstrators carrying the Israeli flag gathered at the capital's National Mall, demanding no ceasefire and release of the hostages taken by Hamas during the October 7th attack, which Israeli authorities say killed 1,200 people. Protesters also condemned the rising cases of anti-Semitic attacks in the country. The rally, which drew an estimated 100,000 people, was organized by the Jewish Federations of North America and Conference of Presidents of Major American Jewish Organizations. That's a mouthful. Protesters chanted, "Bring them home," as they waved placards that read, "From the river to the sea is where Israel will always be." The message was in reference to the Palestinian slogan that has been chanted at pro-Palestine marches, "From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free." Speaking at the march, Harriet Schleffer, the chairwoman of the President's Conference, said, "We stand here in a city often divided by partisan lines, but not when it comes to Israel. Democrats and Republicans stand together, supporting the Israeli people as they seek peace, justice, and the safe return of hostages." The rally comes after the country saw several large pro-Palestine protests take place. The rally comes after the country saw several large pro-Palestine protests take place over the last few weeks, calling for a ceasefire and urging President Biden to end his support for Israel. We didn't even talk about all the MPs that was voting and what that looked like. That was interesting to see. And our last headline in this segment is dozens of Labour MPs defy Keir Starmer to vote for ceasefire in Gaza. 8 Labour frontbenchers, including Jess Phillips, have resigned as Keir Starmer was hit by a major rebellion over a vote for a ceasefire in Gaza. Overall, 56 Labour MPs voted for an amendment to the King's speech brought by the Scottish National Party, a major blow to the Labour leaders' attempt to keep unity over the Israel-Hamas war. Labour officials had said in advance that any frontbencher doing so would be sacked for backing the amendment, which called explicitly for a ceasefire. Phillips, Afzal Khan, Yasmin Qureshi, and Paula Barker quit their frontbench roles on Wednesday night after voting for the amendment and defying the whip. Rachel Hopkins, Sarah Owen, Naz Shah, and Andy Slaughter were sacked by the Labour leader after the vote. Mary Foy, Angela Rayner's Parliamentary Private Secretary, and Dan Carden, another PPS, which is a Parliamentary Private Secretary, have also left the front bench. As votes closed, Starmer said he regretted that party colleagues had not backed his position. Alongside leaders around the world, I have called throughout for adherence to international law, for humanitarian pauses to allow access for aid, food, water, utilities, and medicine, and have expressed our concerns at the scale of civilian casualties. The Labour leader had hoped to avert a rebellion with a separate amendment criticising Israel's military actions, but stopped short of calling for a ceasefire, and instructed his members to abstain on the SNP motion. Many chose to vote for both, however, amid anger among Labour members over how Starmer handled the issue. MPs voted 293 to 125, a majority of 168, to reject the SNP's amendment, with Qureshi, Khan and Barker quitting before the vote. Phillips, the most high-profile frontbencher, said it was with a heavy heart that she was quitting. It's time to pay some bills. Let's get into the mess that's in the world. Dying. So as I reported a while ago, and the whole world knows, Matthew Perry from Friends passed away. It's so funny. The man said he did not want to be known just for Friends, and to hear people go saying Matthew Perry from Friends. I don't believe in dead, so I can't even apologize. So that's just that. But Matthew Perry, he was an actor and also a big advocate and created a sober house for many people battling with drugs and alcohol. And also acted in the great sitcom Friends. Passed away sadly a few weeks ago now. And of course his Friends cast were at the funeral and stuff like that. But Jennifer Aniston has actually put out a tribute. And she's the first one of all of them to say so. I mean, they did a joint statement at the time, but yeah. So she says, "Oh boy, this one has cut deep. Having to say goodbye to our Matty has been an insane wave of emotions that I've never experienced before. We all experience loss at some point in our lives, loss of life or loss of love. Being able to really sit in this grief allows you to feel the moments of joy and gratitude for having loved someone that deep. And we loved him deeply. He was such a part of our DNA. We were always the six of us. This was a chosen family that forever changed the course of who we were and what our path was going to be. For Matty, he knew he loved to make people laugh. As he said himself, if he didn't hear the laugh, he thought he was going to die. His life literally depended on it. And boy, did he succeed in doing just that. He made all of us laugh and laugh hard. In the last couple of weeks, I've been poring over our texts to one another, laughing and crying, then laughing again. I'll keep them forever and ever. I found one text that he sent me out of nowhere one day. It says it all. So on the second slide, I've got a lot to go through today, so you can go and check that out on his Anna page. Matty, I love you so much, and I know you are now completely at peace and out of any pain. I talk to you every day. Sometimes I can almost hear you saying, could you be any crazier? Rest, little brother, you always made my day. That is so sweet, man. Sad, isn't it?
No, I don't like her. Is Jennifer Aniston the one that was bringing Jamie Foxx?
Yeah, but she's
I don't care. Anything she says is
anything
she says is just tainted to me. I don't even care. That message was tainted.
No, because about Chandler. So that's because basically there's people in the comments like you in it. Talking about, I don't really care. People were like, hey, read the room. This is about Chandler.
What did she say about Jamie?
Right message.
Wrong person.
Wrong message.
Yeah, you want to do Phoebe.
Yeah.
Phoebe or Courtney.
I heard Phoebe done a good one though.
Hold on.
Could you please tell me what happened with Jamie Foxx?
So basically, Jamie Foxx, so she must have posted, Jamie Foxx posted something that said, it's about friendship betrayal, and basically said that if they could do that to Jesus, they could do it to
Imagine
you
what they
too.
could do to you.
So she
put it up on her
reposted
page
it.
talking
innit?
about anti-Semitism.
No. She reposted it.
What?
No. She reposted it. She retweeted it, like as in retweet. I agree. But then the Jewish community started coming for her, talking about, oh my God, she's anti-Semitic, coming for Jamie Foxx or whatever. And then she said, yeah, I don't stand with anti-Semitism.
Let's try to cuss out
And
Jamie.
tried, yeah, basically.
Bitch.
What's Phoebe's
Yeah,
name
I
again?
don't know.
Lisa Kudrow.
No, you can get out of it. You can get out of it. That one.
You don't need to give people a moment. Oh, yes, she did do one as well. Okay. Oh, yeah, this is all last night. Oh, gosh, I've got for a lot. Okay. So Lisa said, shut the pilot, you received this. Look at his heart, ready to
Yeah,
accept it.
Let's go now. Let's get it. Come on, man. R.I.P.
She said, shot the pilot. Friends like us got picked up then immediately. We were at the NBC up front. Then you suggested we play poker and made it so much fun while we initially bonded. Thank you for that. Thank you for making me laugh so hard at something you said, that my muscles ached and tears poured down my face every day. Thank you for your open heart in a 6-way relationship that required compromise and a lot of talking. Thank you for showing up at work when you weren't well and then being completely brilliant. Thank you for the best 10 years a person gets to have. Thank you for trusting me. Thank you for all I learned about grace and love through knowing you. Thank you for the time I got to have with you, Matthew.
Oh, those are some kind white words. Those are.
Right, let's see. What's the other guy's name again? What's Ross's real name?
David Schwimmer.
David Schwimmer. Let's see if David said anything. David Schwimmer. Let's see. Yes, he has. Okay, so this is a thing. This is a thing. All right. Well, okay. Can you get me what's his name? Joey's real name. I don't know what his real name is. Courtney doesn't have Instagram, so there's that. Who else is there?
Wait there. He's been Joey for so long. I know his name. Fuck, how's that happened?
Oh, it's I can see it in my head.
It's not Matthew. It's
No, it's not. It's not me thinking Tribbiani.
This is Tribbiani.
And then he said
How
that,
has he
you know.
done that? I know his name, bro.
And then he said that.
Joey is called.
Come on, it is Tribbiani.
Shut up, man. They encourage my foolishness. What's his real name? What does it start with? Give us a letter.
Give us a letter. Give it a letter.
Do Hangman.
Joseph.
No, don't do that.
It's not Joseph.
Come on, it's wee 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 wee.
Is that why you're speaking French?
I'm trying to help you because it's right
Matt
there.
LeBlanc.
There we go.
Yeah, that's
you
it.
see?
Yeah, it is Matthew. You didn't
It's
say
Matthew, yeah, see?
Yeah, but who calls Matt? Yeah, I mean. Okay, well, we'll get his next. So, David Schwimmer says, Matty, thank you for 10 incredible years of laughter and creativity. I will never forget your impeccable comic timing and delivery. You could take a straight line of dialogue and bend it to your will, resulting in something so entirely original and unexpectedly funny, it still astonishes. And you had heart, which you were generous with and shared with us, so we could create a family out of 6 strangers. This photo is from one of my favorite moments with you. Now it makes me smile and grieve at the same time. I imagine you up there somewhere in the same white suit, hands in your pockets, looking around. Could there be any more clouds? He said. That is such a Chandler thing to say. All right, what was his name again? LeBlanc.
Matt LeBlanc.
LeBlanc. There we go.
Oh,
Has he got one?
lost
He's
my
got
mind.
one up. All right, people. Oh, he did his 2 days ago. This happens when you're Joey. My bad. So, Matthew, it is with a heavy heart I say goodbye. Oh, this is all making me sad, man. I'm going to get into a mess anyway in a minute. All right. So, Matthew, it is with a heavy heart I say goodbye. The times we had together are honestly among the favorite times of my life. It was an honor to share the stage with you and to call you my friend. I will always smile when I think of you and I'll never forget you. Never. Spread your wings and fly, brother. You're finally free. Much love. And I guess you're keeping the $20 you owe me. Oh,
Nice message.
I'll have a good tribute.
It's nice.
You'll better be putting up tribute.
No, don't you dare. I don't like when people talk like that. It makes me sad. It'll make me cry. Don't do that.
Putting up tributes for
No,
you.
no. He's got text him the end of your sentence. I really don't like when people talk like that. It makes me really, really sad.
Yeah, let's not trigger Esther this morning. It's too early for this.
I'm on the verge already, so let's not. All right, well, R.I.P. Matthew Perry. Coi Leray and her dad are fighting on the internet, and stuff like this, I just think is just embarrassing for all parties.
Coi Leray.
Coi Leray. Do you know who Coi Leray is?
No.
She's a what's it called? She's a rapper.
Okay.
What song does she sing again? What's her song?
Ski.
No, that's Red Sexy. I'll be Sexy Red. Ski. What is Coi Leray's song? Do you know Coi Leray's song? What song that blew her up? That she blew on?
It's that no more parties. No more party.
Yeah, I don't think I ever listened to her.
It's that
Oh, is that her? Yeah.
That's her. Very pretty girl, man. Her daddy is Benzino. Do you know who Benzino is?
Oh, is that her dad?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got beef though.
In the words of Jocelyn Hernandez in No Neck Heaven Ass, Benzino. That's what she said. That's what she said about Benzino. So funny. But anyways, so basically they're beefing, right? Essentially, from what Benzino's saying, Coi Leray grew up with her mum in it. Then I think when she was a certain age, I don't know if it was 9 or something. There's been a lot of ages we've thrown around today's show, so forgive me. At some point, she was misbehaving, very naughty, whatever. Her mum sent her to live with her dad in Atlanta and whatever. He was a strict parent. He's talking about she really liked the discipline, blah, 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 whatever, blah, 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 blah. Basically, essentially, I don't know how this started. I don't care to know how it started. I'm being very real, people. But I saw a clip here where basically she went around talking about there was a time when she was poor. She was sleeping on
Read what's on the screen, please. It's blasphemy.
Yeah, do black people even watch Friends? Greek, you are embarrassing.
Cultured blacks.
Uncultured. Greek,
No, cultured
you are.
blacks
No, I'm saying
do.
he's uncultured.
I wonder what he watches. All right, you should tell him to message him what he watches.
Yeah, message what you watch, Greek.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
Brethrens.
a young...
He watched Brethrens.
He's a young buck.
Brethren.
He's sharing his age for
Yeah,
real.
man. Brent, sorry, take that off the screen. That's just very silly. That's very. I can't believe you said that.
There's a small little anti-Friends contingent, and they always want to
And they
pretend
always
like
wanna make a
like they're
scene,
cooler
man.
than
Yeah, but what did they watch
everybody
though?
else.
Like
I want to know what
That vegan.
vegans.
Yeah.
preaching
Like
that.
vegans.
vegans.
They feel like make them special. No, it
They're
doesn't.
sick.
I don't get friends.
Okay. You've got a sense of humor either. Move, man.
Yeah, the anti-friends need to message him what they watch because it'd be very interesting to know.
Because before I watch Friends, yeah, like whenever people ask me, do you watch Friends? I would say, no, I don't. And I've never given it a try. I might try one of these days. I never went on a whole, yeah, but it's not that funny. It's that, and when you ask them as well, whenever you ask them if they've ever watched it, like, no, I've just seen it playing in the background. It wasn't funny. No one cares. Benzino. So basically, Coi was on, she's basically had a few interviews in it where she's talking about she was poor, she was sleeping in her car, she was homeless, she was all these things. Her dad said, hey, stop all that nonsense. You lived in a mansion, basically. And I don't know why rich people... Sarah!
Your own.
For your own people,
For your
innit?
own
No!
That's crazy.
Oh, Sarah, I'm gonna voice on you after this. This is on.
She think because she's pretty, she can say what she wants.
I think she got license. innit?
Wow, Sarah.
License to kill.
She got license.
Yeah, I'm a bit. This is crazy. We've got to talk
Friends
about
is
this.
proper quality viewing, you know.
It is quality, man.
Like,
And do you know what it is? Like, when I watched, because I only watched it for the first time 2 years ago, I think. And when I watched, I was like, nah, I should have gone to this even sooner. Friends is quality TV show.
you know what it is as well. You can't watch it for black heart, man. And I don't mean that.
No.
I
But
don't mean
then
black as in like black people. I mean,
But
you know what I mean.
I must say the next thing. So basically, yeah, you know, sometimes people are like, oh, there was no black people in it. Sometimes I just want to watch white shit. Sometimes I just want to watch white people doing white people shit,
Preach.
and it's lit. I love it.
No, not every program needs to have black people.
No,
in it,
man, because
Right.
black people, you don't fit in there. And if that black person was to be in there, you don't call them a coon. Because guess what? They would be. You don't go with Ross and them. Anyway, I don't want to see any more of these messages up here. This is just crazy to me. Anyways, right. Basically, well, blah, 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 blah. He's then talking about, so basically she's saying as well, her daddy's using her for clout. And he's using her as like a clout baby or whatever, asking her for money and all that kind of crap. He's talking about, well, yeah, I have a right to ask you for money. Who else am I going to ask, blah, blah. But I'm just like, stuff like that. I'm like, you're the parent. You know, she didn't ask to be here. He's reading off all the stuff that he's done for her and da-da-da-da. And I hear it, but kids don't ask to be born. And I just think that's, personally, I feel like that's your role as a parent. But anyway, Benzino and Coi Leray are beefing. If you care to look into that, I say you do exactly this, that. This is the tea I want to get into. Why are you laughing over there?
Greek said black people that watch Friends buy treasure, mate.
Wait, say that again?
Do you know what's killing me? Do you know what's the funniest thing? I watch my wigs with Treasure.
Nailed it.
You know what? Tresemme is good for your natural hair too, black ladies. If it works for you, works for you, works for me. Anyways, this here is what is really had the people them spinning yesterday. So yesterday, right, an audio leaked. It was an audio phone call between Sharon Palmer, who is Keke Palmer's mum. Okay. Keke Palmer was in the room, and Darius Jackson. That phone call was messy as heck. First of all, Keke's mum does not play. I see why she's been on the straight and narrow for her whole time in the industry. Think about it. How many child actors do we know that are not on drugs doing some kind of foolishness?
No, not many.
This is the first foolishness we've ever seen Keke entangled in. But I see why, because her mum can cuss. Her mum is a proper, like, disciplinarian, like, high auntie, serious woman. Seriously, she's just cussing the hell out of Darius Jackson. The clip is out around, if you want to listen back to it, to hear what auntie is saying. But she called him all sorts of stuff. Trigger warning, though. Trigger warning of homophobia. Trigger warning of
bisexual
things,
phobia,
man. Everything, Brent. Everything. Auntie was reading it off.
She said that Usher was
Yeah, we're gonna get there.
okay.
She said that. And my fiance, why is Usher in it? Usher's minding her business. But did you hear what Keke said when she said that? So basic context, yeah. So she's talking about all this stuff, yeah. So she's basically cussing him for how he was moving around the whole Usher thing, yeah. And she was like, Usher's gay.
Oh shit!
Do you know what's mad? Keke's in the background talking about, you should know, to Darius. Otherwise, Usher in it. What? I mean, to be fair though, there was that whole allegation about Usher giving someone herpes, a man herpes, years ago. So
Wasn't it a gal?
Sorry. He's in it because he was
Google that.
he was envious. He was jealous about
Yes,
their little
yeah.
twist, innit? That's why she's like, why are you even getting jealous of a guy who
Who's gay?
Bum Bum?
He doesn't like,
Bum Bum.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what she was. Her angle was like, first of all, you're doing all of this. Usher's gay. Everybody knows that Usher's gay. And she was like, that's how you know you're not in the industry, because everyone in the industry, she's just going in on Usher's business. And I was like, why is Usher in it? Well, obviously, no one really cares about the whole Usher thing. Everyone's like, it is what it is, isn't it? Whatever, innit? Because all of this, Will Smith, Usher, Duane, it's too much. Everyone let's just focus on everyone's organs and keep it moving, kind of vibe. She talks all of that stuff. And then I thought, to be honest with you, yeah, Darius and them, I think his team are the one that leaked the audio. It doesn't make him look good. Because all it does is it just sounds like a mother who is protecting her child, basically. And there was also some text that academics,
long? Is it long?
Yeah, but it's interesting. Like, you want to hear it.
No,
it's
are
like,
you saying that because people are asking to play it? It's a long clip.
oh, I thought you meant you wanted to say, we're not playing it.
No, I do want to hear. I was just thinking if it's long or not.
It is a long clip.
Yeah,
It's a long clip.
cool, then
But
that's
she's
fine.
cussing and it's all just, she's reading them off. So it's an interesting clip. But then also, academics was live streaming as he was. He's never going to beat them charges.
She also called him a failed actor.
Yeah, she did.
He said, you're not acting enough yet. That's why you're
Because you're an immigrant. She said, well, you can't speak English? Is that because you're an immigrant?
That's why you're getting no job. You can't speak
He said, that's why
English.
you ain't getting no jobs. You can't act. You can't speak English.
Yeah, she went in.
Yeah,
She
that's why I
went
said
in.
love trigger words. She was everything. She was racist. She was homophobic.
She ran through everything.
Everything. And then she was even like, and this is how you know that this was before she got pregnant, because she was like, and if my daughter dares to have your baby after you called her a cunt, I'm gonna whoop her ass. Well, guess what? Keke had the baby, man. So just so you know, this has been going on for a long time. But then there's also some texts that have been released where Darius is sending texts to his mum to come and help him because Keke hit him. So the text says, and this is what academics was on his page talking about. But you know, he'd never been in charges anyway, so it would be him to do all of this stuff anyway. But anyway, so he basically texts his mum, and his mum, in the beginning of the text, his mum says to Darius, you cannot leave her. No, this is Keke's mum. So this is Darius with Keke's mum. Yeah, this is Darius with Keke's mum. Okay, makes sense now. So he basically said, Keke's mum says that Keke is drunk. He says she's drunk. You cannot leave her. She's drunk. Darius says she hit me. Sharon says you cannot leave her. Darius says never would I thought she would. Her friends are with her. Sharon says she's under the influence. Darius says she's with them. I love y'all. Thank you for getting me closer to God. We'll take this lesson and I don't know what's going on here. Then she says, "Oh, meet me, blah 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 blah." They meet up and whatnot. The next morning, she messages him, Darius. Not all people don't know that. If someone messages me Esther, I'm like, what the hell? What's happened? But she just did that. I guess she thought she was literally calling him. And then he messages back saying, "Thank you again for everything. It was a delight that you stopped by last night." This is the night where she was drunk. She hit him, whatever else happening. The language of love is rarely spoken, and it's been an absolute blessing to have you still look out for us, as in him and Keke. Because hardly anybody in the environment we are in is rooting for Keke, and I sow those spirits, and evil consumes us more than we thought it would. We want to be better people and surround ourselves with people that can speak the language we speak and relate to what we feel. We'll continue to practice my faith. Thank you. So this is what he sent to Keke's mum the afternoon after he texted her saying that Keke hit him, right? Then she says, "Amen, my humble advice, and I know neither of you have asked for it, LOL, but I will give it for what it is worth. The black industry parties are the worst. I hate to say it, but they breed chaos and jealousy. Just like crabs in a barrel, no one wants to see the other one succeed. Keke was very successful early on, so she became the one they targeted and whispered about. She was the phenomenal kid that kept booking jobs, yet worked so much she never developed real friends. And all she ever wanted was genuine friends, never fame. The language of love is indeed a unique one, and we all have to customize it to fit you and yours. I wanted to speak with you last night to tell you that Keke often has to walk a tightrope, a rope from black Hollywood to white Hollywood, and she can never slip up or else. Can you imagine the stress, the anxiety trying to be accepted in black culture and respected in both worlds? I do not condone her hitting you or anyone, and I told her that, but I hope that you guys can try to make it work. Try not to make a bad night turn into a forever you might one day regret. Darius, I think you are awesome. I know that Keke loves you. Sending prayers, hoping that you guys can get over this bump and find your mojo again. Much love." And there was also messages where Keke says, was she saying it or was she texting or was she? I think it was audio, where she's basically apologizing to him and saying that the reason why she was saying horrible things to him, essentially, right? She's saying, "I'm gonna apologize for my part in this. I should not have responded to you with the venom, with the insult that you said to me." She was like, I should know better than to kind of stoop low with you, kind of thing. And then she also says that she does apologize for hitting him, but she says as well, but the thing that you did is what made me hit you. It's just a whole thing. It's a whole mess of a thing. I just remember that.
Sounds like it.
It's a mess. It's a mess and a flipping half.
I'd hate to be in a relationship like that.
I can't be in a relationship like that. One time, no, my dad. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, just mute yourself. Just
always.
Catch yourself quickly.
Always. So yeah, it was all messy, man. But I will keep an eye on whatever else happens with that mess. I know that I think she's been booked to do the Soul Train Awards this year. So big up Keke on that booking. But yeah, man, I like the fact that everyone just breezed past the Usher thing, man. No one was really trying to... Because it's just like, leave Usher alone. Yeah, leave Usher alone. He just man his business out in the streets. Man ain't done nothing wrong. But anyways, and then of course, so basically the lady, she's a blogger, right? She's a YouTuber, she's something. And her name is Tasha K. Williams. And she does a lot of, she basically does interviews, all that kind of stuff. She recently was successfully sued by Cardi B because she was talking about Cardi B and whatever.
Yeah,
and one thing about Cardi B, if Cardi says don't put my name, like keep my name out of your mouth, she means that. Like Shade Room can't talk about Cardi B because they have a cease and desist and they're not allowed to talk about Cardi anymore. So anyways, Tasha was talking about some stuff with Cardi. I can't remember whether it's the whole Offset. I can't remember what it was. I think it had to do with her kids though. It had to do with her kids. And basically Cardi decided to take her to court to sue her. And she won. Whether she'll get the $4 million, that is up in the air, whatever else. So this woman is the one who's having the interview with Will Smith's ex-friend. What's his name again?
Oh,
Bilal, maybe?
Bilal.
Yeah.
Him. So basically, she's the one who's having that interview, whatever. The interview was out last night, 8 o'clock. I did plan to watch it. However, I saw that I had to subscribe $12 for a month.
No way.
What?
I ain't subscribing $12 for some damn mess. I ain't got some time for that. I'll wait for someone to leak out.
Get the highlights on TikTok.
There we have it. There you have it, exactly. So yeah, so basically she does that. So it's like one of those subscriber things and whatever. Cut a long story short, obviously that all went down. Jada actually happened to be on Breakfast Club yesterday as well. You know, they asked her about it and whatever else. So essentially, if you don't know, the allegations is that this ex-best friend of Will Smith, who was very, very close to the Smiths, been in their family for years and years and years, he basically says how, I guess his setup was different to everyone else that comes in. So he says that anyone else that comes in to work with them or whatever, they make them go to like rehab or something, even though they don't need it. I guess, I don't know. They have some tests people have to do, just I guess to make sure that they're the right people and whatever else. He didn't have to do that because I guess he's been in the family for so long, blah, 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 whatever. And he basically says that he knows all their business. He knows all of it. And he basically alleged that there was a time, there was an event or whatever else. Will Smith was meant to be doing something. He's getting all the calls out. Where's Will Smith? Where's Will Smith? Where's Duane Martin as well? He walks into a room. He sees Will Smith allegedly bent over being murdered by Duane Martin. So that happened. But my thing was that if you say you walked in on them, how did you know there was some murdering going up in there? Like
You were there for longer than you should be.
there for longer than you were.
Yeah, he was there for longer than he should be,
I
basically.
mean, if you went to the room and someone was being stabbed, how long would it take you to
Slammed.
decipher stabbed?
As in Steph.
No, but my man...
It's
yeah, but
murder,
my,
right?
No, but...
No, but
No, I'm just saying, how long would it take you
No,
but
to
it's not like you walked in
decipher
and my
what's
man
going on?
got shanked and like... You saw the
If
shanking.
you
My man
walked
said...
into
I'll
a
be
room
frozen.
I
and
walked
someone
in-
had someone...
First of all, I'll be
Yeah, that's
frozen
different.
and stuck.
How's that different? It's just different.
No,
No,
but as in like...
If
My
I
man
don't-
said, listen, I walked in and he was
If I walk
killing
into a
him.
room and someone is naked
was
and having
killing him.
sex, I am walking straight back out. Reflex. Oh, sorry. That's what I'm doing. If I walk in where I see like murder being like actual murder for what we know illegally, I'll be frozen and stuck there. But if I walk into Brent, don't dare. If I stand there and is someone having sex, I will be like, oh, my bad, and I walk out.
Can you see the similarities, Brent?
I'm not really
You've
into
seen Murder
nakedness and that.
So I think I'd be able to identify your bald head, whether it is vertical, horizontal, and I need evidence set into my brain because I know you're gonna try and work your way out of
So it wasn't-
admitting
So it wasn't-
that you were in that room. Just
Said he's
that,
English, he's getting
I would need
receipts.
to be in there long enough to not be gaslit.
That's a couple seconds, basically. Really and truly. That's not long. That's not long.
I don't know.
I don't think it's long.
Some
I don't
people
know, man.
have indiscriminate.
The guy said he was killing him.
So he was
That means
killing
he
him
was
up in there.
pounded those cheeks.
Ew.
You know what? I to be fair, if there was someone, yeah, that you wouldn't expect, yeah, someone that you wouldn't expect getting slammed up like that, I don't think the initial reaction is, oh, sorry, close the door.
Sorry.
I don't think that's the
Actually, yeah,
initial
maybe you
reaction.
will be frozen.
Oh no,
you're
I'll
gonna-
be frozen not because I'm scared. Like
Yeah, see, I'll be scared because
I
I'm like,
remember, they
if
don't
you
know
tell
that
me
you
look at me,
open the
I'm like-
door.
then I'll be like, I'm sorry. Then I walk out.
I said, I'm sorry.
Once
It's too
you once
late.
you get eye contact, confirmation, it's
Yep.
like,
It
okay.
is you.
Yep.
You see me, you see me. Now I'm out. He basically said that. I mean, that's fair, to be fair. But to be fair, though, obviously with the Smiths in it, they get a lot of rumours and whatnot. So that rumour has been, it's not a new rumour, if we're being real with
They
you,
got
right?
hella rumours.
Hella rumours. And then also as well, it doesn't help that Tisha Campbell, who was Duane Martin's ex-wife, you know, she said some things over the years.
What'd she say?
Things.
Like,
I can't remember, but she says a lot. She says a lot.
okay, what
But
is it?
also though, Lisa Ray, who I love her so much, you know. I'm just so like I think she's so beautiful. I love her aura. I love how calming she just seems. Like I want her to be my friend. But anyway, Lisa Ray, years ago, she was married to this man who was a prince or something like that, right? And she basically said that Duane Martin took my husband from me. That's what she said.
No way.
Obviously, at the time, I thought the way I interpreted that was that Duane is out here bringing women around, and which I'm sure she has said in interviews that he bring women around and whatever, and that's how their marriage ended up breaking up because he was out here showing, you know, I guess he was a bad friend, didn't it? In terms of, and she was friends with him because they had all of us to show all of us together. So she's like, why would you do that? You're meant to be like my brother. Why would you do that to me, kind of thing? But obviously now people are like, oh, she did say. But cut a long story short, Duane is not he's not, what's it called? He's not just nothing. He's just said that this is just foolishness and he's not giving it any kind of like, don't care. The Smiths, however, what's it called? Jada was on what's the thing called? Breakfast Club, and she basically said they're gonna sue them. TMZ caught with her as well, and she said She said we suing. So she said they're gonna sue. Who they're gonna sue, I don't know, but Sasha girl, because that's some big accusations. And obviously as well, Will Smith's rep as well did say that this ain't it, basically. Like, it's not.
That was funny, man. I said he was killing them.
Literally.
Killing them.
I said murder.
Yeah, it's mad. But yeah, so Will Smith's rep as well has also denied it. So it'll be interesting to see what it is that happens. I don't know, man. I feel like, but oh yeah, that's another thing. So Jada, when she was on Breakfast Club, basically said that this guy, the reason why he's saying all these things is basically a shakedown. And he just wants money. So she said that he feels as though he has some kind of rights or something to do with Will Smith's book, and he deserved money for it.
He didn't get it.
And then no, but Will Smith offered him money, but he wanted way more. But then Charlamagne was like, so did he help them? Because if you offered him money in the first way, but he was like, yeah, it was for Will, it was just like a goodwill gesture kind of thing. But then she was like, she doesn't really know all the details about it, but because of this has happened now, all the details about that situation is going to come out, so people can understand what it is that he's doing, what it is that he's doing, basically. But she basically just called it a shakedown and just said that he's after money, essentially. And he's been around a lot of celebrities, like in the interview stuff, in the interview preview. He's been with everybody. He's been around all the celebrities. He's been with Kevin Hart. Like, he's been around all the celebrities. So, everyone will watch their backs, boy.
He got stories.
And send him a cease and desist ASAP.
That guy got stories.
Clearly he does. But it will be interesting to see what it is that unfolds with this. I feel like all of this stuff about outing people, I don't know, because there was a time when people took outing people seriously. When I say outing, as in like, saying this person's gay and that. People take it seriously, but it just feels as though all of that is lost now. And I don't know why that should be the case. I think let people... It's not your business to be putting people's business out there like that.
I don't think anyone cares.
About outing people. But it's not nice though.
No, it's not.
Because look at that. That's Will Smith, Duane Martin, Usher. Leave people alone.
No, but it sounds like she dropped the Usher one so casually.
Do you know what it is? Because basically the Usher one, people were calling that out of order, but people were like, yeah, but she didn't know she was being recorded. So... Who did Usher give herpes to, though?
Watch your mouth.
Literally. So who did Usher give... Sorry, y'all. And Usher's married as well, man.
Wasn't it a singer from TLC or something?
No, it was Laura Helm.
I'm a madman.
Yeah, she's a woman. My bad. But yeah. Yeah, man, it's all a mess, man. All this stupid mess about knowing people and... people's business, and I don't know. I don't know. There's something about like going on a podcast to go and just talk about people's business that you were around for so many years. Like, he's done it for that 20+ years, and to just go on there and be talking all their business.
It's a long time.
Like, how is this normal? That you were friends with somebody for that many years, and you're just gonna go and talk to.
This is the world we live in, lads.
It's
Unfortunately,
crazy, man. Bring back the times where we learned about celebrities in magazines, man. That was a good time. But anyways, that is all from me. I forgot to add something about Duane in there. Oh, let me do it quickly. I'll add it to the thing for the what's it called? Description box. Sorry, Brent. So basically, Duane has got a new song coming out soon. I don't know if it's out yet or whatever. And essentially, people are basically calling the song Dead in That. And he basically went on a rant about it. So he said, I see Twitter dissing someone's best performing song on their album the other day. You lot are useless. You made me think Corbyn would win. You know what? I hear it. Then he went on to say, how many afro-swing artists are millionaires or have something to show from it apart from your bring it back tweets? Let me do both and enjoy my life. If you lot actually have AF, I would have dropped Keisha Becky and never went back. And then someone who's people that are interacting with him, fans or whatever, were saying there's a huge market for Afrobeats right now. I get you're trying to get your bread up, but you can make as much bread if you just drop more Afro swing, Afrobeats than drill and still give it what the fans want. So I guess the song is a drill song. And then he says he's gonna do both. No one in the UK is big from Afrobeats. Next. And then the guy said, bro, how you doing Afrobeat like that? He went gold multiple countries with Drogba. Duane went on to say, that's bro, but even the UK didn't make that song big for him. He had to basically go elsewhere to make the song. Then he said he went on to that screenshot some of his other songs that are non-afro-swing songs and how well they're doing. Then he says, when people come into our culture to eat, you lot gas it up. When it's the other way around, you block our profits. Give it a rest. NSG are still thriving, but it's not because of the UK. Look how many hits they give. They deserve more. Blame yourselves. Look at yourselves. Yeah. I think UK's never been the bad vibes allegation. Ever. We see with podcasts. I just feel like we're so critical in like not in a good way. Is that people don't like something that someone's doing and you want them to stop, but it's working for them. And like you haven't come up with any other plans for how they're gonna put food on the table. And if they stop making music or whatever, you're gonna then be the one to call them a one-hit wonder. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, there's no like in the UK they want to just make it hard for you to win.
They just don't want you to win, period. They just don't want you to win.
Just want you to lose, come second,
That's
third.
it.
Just not first.
And then when you lose, they will then taunt you for being a loser.
It's crazy because they're basically making it out like you can't win.
You can't, exactly.
So if you lose, they're on you. If you win, they're on you.
Basically. Whatever happens, they're going to be on you.
Come on, man.
So anyways, that happened. So there's that. But that's it from me. Let's get into our last headlines for today.
Thank you.
Okay, this is about Breonna Taylor. So jurors in the federal trial of the ex-police detective accused of violating Breonna Taylor's civil rights have begun deliberating for a third day. If convicted, Brett Hankerson could spend the rest of his life in prison. He has pleaded not guilty to the charges and was acquitted on separate state charges last year. Miss Taylor's killing, as police officers tried to execute a search warrant on her Kentucky apartment, sparked rallies against racial injustice across the US. The 9-day trial has revolved around whether or not officers should shoot when they have not clearly identified their targets. How is that a real thing? Obviously, bloody shouldn't. According to Louisville authorities, another detective, Miles Cosgrove, fired the fatal shot that struck Miss Taylor, a 26-year-old black woman, but Mr. Hackinson fired 10 shots during the chaotic no-knock raid. Taking the stand, Mr. Hackinson admitted that he could not see a target through the covered windows or sliding door of Miss Taylor's apartment, but said he saw muzzle flashes from gunfire and believed a shootout was taking place. In March 2022, a Kentucky state jury spent about 3 hours in deliberation before finding Mr. Hackinson not guilty of 3 counts of felony wanton endangerment during the incident. That's very sad, you know. And our next headline takes us to Ghana. Ghana's President Nana Akufo-Addo has urged African and Caribbean leaders to unite in demanding reparations for historical injustices committed during slavery and colonialism, terming the action a valid demand for justice. He said that Africa was owed reparations by countries that participated in slavery, as the practice had stifled Africa's progress. No amount of money can restore the damage caused by the transatlantic slave trade and its consequences. But surely this is a matter that the world must confront and can no longer ignore. Mr. Akufo said on Tuesday at an ongoing reparations conference in Ghana's capital, Accra, and attended by leaders from African and Caribbean nations. The conference seeks to build a united front and formulate a plan to guide African countries and the diaspora in pursuing reparations. Mr. Akufo-Addo has been vocal in pushing for apologies and reparations from countries that participated in slavery and colonialism. In September, he told the United Nations General Assembly that no amount of money would ever make up for the horrors, but it would make the point that evil was perpetrated. Our last headline for today: government moves to end exclusion of tenants on benefits or with children. So landlords will be banned from refusing to rent properties to people who are on benefits or those with children under government plans. Amendments tabled on Wednesday to the Renters Reform Bill are aimed at ensuring families are not discriminated against and the vulnerable protected, the government said. However, landlords will still be able to carry out reference checks to establish rent affordability and have the final say on who they let their property to. The measures will apply to England and Wales, with a further amendment at the report stage of the bill extending them to Scotland. The government has also announced that a decent home standards, which has previously been applied to social housing, will be set for the private rented sector for the first time. The new standard will provide clarity on what tenants should expect from their home and ensure it is safe, warm and decent, the government said. Quality requirements for homes will be set following a consultation and designed to meet the government's target of reducing poor standards in rented homes by 50% by 2030. The period for which tenants can claim back rent for living in poor conditions will be extended from 12 to 24 months. Councils will also be supported to improve the ability to investigate landlords who rent substandard homes, ensuring they can identify and take enforcement action against the criminal minority and help drive them out of the sector. Housing Secretary Michael Grove said the measures will significantly reduce the unacceptable numbers of people currently living in poor conditions. The bill is described as a once-in-a-generation change to housing laws. That is all from us today. It's time to pay the bills, and let's get into the reaction. Never mind.
All right then. Well, last few little headlines we got here for you. Just following up on yesterday, the boxing event in Saudi on the 23rd, the Day of Reckoning. I believe all the names are confirmed. So we've got Anthony Joshua versus Otto Wallin, Deontay Wilder versus Joseph Parker, Daniel Dubois versus Jarrell Miller, Dimitri Bivol versus Lyndon Arthur, Jai Opetia, if that's what it is, versus Elis Zorro, Frank Sanchez versus Junior Faye, Filip Hogovic versus Mark Damori, and Aslanbek Makhmudov versus Ajit Kebayel. So, yeah, that's going to be a great night of boxing. Mm-hmm. That's where they're doing all the press conferences and thing. I see that looks like it's going to go off. So, yeah, big up the Saudis. Who's Adam Johnson? Second headline we got here, it says Adam Johnson, manslaughter arrest made over death of ice hockey player. What's going on there? A man has been arrested on suspicion of manslaughter after Nottingham Panthers player Adam Johnson was fatally injured during an ice hockey match. Johnson was seriously injured during a game between Nottingham Panthers and Sheffield Steelers on October 28th and was later pronounced deceased in hospital. A post-mortem examination confirmed the 29-year-old died as a result of a fatal neck injury. Detective Chief Superintendent Bex Horshaw said,
That was mad.
Have you seen it, son?
Yeah.
I ain't seen it.
What, the
crazy.
video?
Yeah. But he's not dead when I see it. But it's just the way it happens is so quick that the guy didn't even clock that he was bleeding. Then literally it's just blood everywhere. It's literally a bloodbath.
What, did he get hit with the...
Yeah, so basically the guy kind of kicked... His leg was in the air and it's basically slashed his throat.
Ooh.
It's a trigger warning, sorry. So that's why people are like, should he be arrested? Because the rules of hockey, why is your feet off the ground to the point where it's someone's neck?
Did it look accidental or?
It's so quick. It could have been. It could have been because it's basically the blade on his shoe, innit?
That's one
But
of
the guy did, like literally is so crazy.
That's one of the reasons I'll never go ice skating. One of that just falling over and then someone just... No, ain't doing
I don't think the guy was even anywhere near the ground from what I remember.
Bloody hell. Well, the chief superintendent said our investigation launched immediately following this tragedy and we have been carrying out extensive inquiries ever since to piece together the events which led to the loss of Adam in these unprecedented circumstances. We have been speaking to highly specialised experts in their field to assist in our inquiries and continue to work closely with the Health and Safety Department at Sheffield City Council, which is supporting our ongoing investigation. Adam's death has sent shockwaves through many communities, from our local residents here in Sheffield to ice hockey fans across the world. We know these communities will expect us to handle this investigation with the same professionalism, fairness and sensitivity as any other request, that members of the public refrain from comment and speculation which could hinder this process. Our thoughts remain with all affected by this devastating incident as our inquiries continue.
You know when they say that something's a freak accident? That's literally, because what are the odds of that ever happening?
Was it a fair man being being arrested for manslaughter over a freak accident.
Nah, I don't feel like. Nah, I don't feel like. But then you have to think someone died. But I don't think it was an intentional thing. Do you get what I mean? If they find text now that he said I'll kill you one day, then fair, get him up in it. But it really was it was just a freak accident.
Yeah,
But no one clocked that what had happened until if you watch the video, you wouldn't clock anything. It's when you start seeing, but you're like, oh, wait a minute.
There's people that have had fights. Someone hits their head on the floor,
And that's
gets
it.
done for manslaughter. Cool,
But that
fair
one you
enough.
will though, because
Yeah,
the
'cause
law
you had a
says
fight,
take
innit?
your
That's
victim
what
as
I'm
you see
saying, but
them.
there's no
It's not
fight,
murder.
Because this was them playing. They were playing their sport.
Wait, what do they categorize it as?
I think it says manslaughter.
Manslaughter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's harsh, man.
Oh, you have to.
'Cause I feel like he would just never be able to play again. But then people will argue, is that fair for him to never be able to play again? But yeah,
Even
come
if
trust
it was
your
an
boots.
accident, well, I don't know, but I'm guessing
'Cause
more
what he
information will come out about it.
Because basically, essentially, he broke the rules by what he did anyway.
Oh, did he?
Why is your feet up in the air when you should be on the ice?
I wish I saw this. Because I don't
Yeah,
know.
I need to see the video.
So
from you,
yeah, so essentially, from what I was seeing from like hockey fans and that, he did break like that move is a rule break anyway. So it's like a handball type of vibe, but hockey vibe.
Oh, if you do something illegal and someone dies as a result of it, then maybe manslaughter is fair enough.
Is it?
Yeah.
I guess.
God,
Like,
that's
I need to
straight
see
away,
I need to see the video for real, and then I can.
horrible.
Like if you say like even football, I know it's like far fetched, but if you foul someone intentionally and the foul's been deemed to intentional, and so it's an illegal move that you've done, and the person died as a result of it, manslaughter's fair.
Yeah, like there's that move where say like you're a striker and I'm a defender, and the ball's in the air. We both go up and you push me from behind, innit?
Siphon, yeah.
Yeah, and you know that sometimes the player goes over, and then like some players have broke their back because of the way they land.
If I watched a man do that, yeah, and you took his leg from underneath him in the air while you charging him for a ball, and you could tell that it's done intentionally, and the person died, manslaughter's a fair charge.
They're trying to ban that.
But
That's a dangerous
Yeah.
move, man.
anyway,
R.I.P.
our last headline for the day is Richard Arnold to leave his role as chief executive ahead of Jim Ratcliffe buying a stake in the club. So Manchester United executive Richard Arnold is to leave the club by the end of the year. Arnold is to leave after just 2 years in the job as United's owners finalised the sale of a minority stake to the petrochemicals billionaire Sir Jim Ratcliffe. He will hand over operational control of the club immediately and will be replaced as interim CEO by Patrick Stewart, who will also retain his role as general counsel. The shake-up in United leadership comes just days before the club is expected to confirm Sky News exclusive that Ratcliffe's Ineos Sports is acquiring 25%. Joel Glazer, executive co-chairman, said, "I would like to thank Richard for his outstanding service to Manchester United over the past 16 years and wish him all the best for his future endeavours. We are fortunate to be able to call on the deep knowledge and experience of Patrick Stewart to provide interim stability and continuity as we embark on a search for a new permanent CEO." Arnold added, "It's been an incredible privilege to serve this great football club for the past 16 years. Through highs and lows, the constant has been the dedication of our employees and fans. I would like to thank all of them for their loyalty and commitment and wish everyone associated with the club the very best for the future." And that is the end of our sports headlines. Let's get into Done Out Here. Was this a real? Is there something to play, Brent? I believe there is a video to play. What's this? What's going on here?
Wait, sorry. Is Greek and Paul saying that they are willing to come in on a day to cover the rotation? Is that?
Greek is saying that he didn't say that.
Oh, okay.
He just said Greek said he's going to do rotation in it. Then Paul put himself forward.
Don't worry about that. Soon come, soon come. It's getting sorted.
Anyway, no comment. Before this, I'm commenting.
Yeah, don't worry about that, man. Don't worry about that.
So yeah, apparently the guy, it's just back to reaction because I love sports so much apparently. But he was knocked off balance and went over someone, and then while going over his skates, they were head high and the other guy didn't notice. Freak accident, man. Cut long story short. I don't know. Understand that sentence. It's
Yeah,
important to use punctuations.
it all sounds crazy.
He's crazy.
Mm.
Don't know here. Who is it today?
Some punk ass Asian brother, apparently.
I love people when people are called punk ass.
Punk ass.
It's deep. It makes you really feel like a punk. It makes me call it punk.
You punk bitch.
Some punk ass Asian man in Tesco's, but I don't know what
what's
he's.
he
I don't
done
know.
now?
I don't know what he's done.
Tesco's, so it's over here.
I'm not aware of the situation. We're
Oh,
gonna get it in
yeah.
real time, just like you lot. Can we run the video, Brent?
It's Emmanuel's words, isn't it?
What, the punk ass? Yeah, I'm guessing he put it.
You might call someone a punk.
For them, you idiot! I will show you that I paid for them, you fool! And if you ever grab me like that again, there'll be trouble.
Shut up,
Do I
man.
look
Even
like
got your
I need
food.
to steal cereal, you idiot? You're an idiot! Come on, idiot! Come on, idiot! Come on, idiot! Excuse me? Did you just see me pay for these items? Because listen, don't speak. You've already spoken too much. That machine said it doesn't print receipts. Did you not see me queue up and pay for those items? I paid for the items. Apologise. Thank you. I'm glad you're sorry. And next time, listen to me. Listen. Don't touch me. Listen very carefully. Listen very carefully. Are you listening? The next time, listen. Are you listening to me? The next time you incorrectly assume somebody's stolen something, you don't walk up behind them and grab the items out of their hand. Do you understand? Do you understand?
I'll make it up for you. Listen, I'll give you a good
I am not happy at all because you did that in a public street and you have no right to do it. Come outside and I want you to.
No, look, I'll
what
do
are you
that.
doing?
I'll do that. Apologize
Get
for
your
you.
hands off of me.
No, I'll apologize.
Get your
for
hands
you.
off of me.
I'll apologize.
Am I being detained?
No, I'll
Move
apologize.
out of the way. I would like you to go out there and make it clear that you made a mistake.
I made a mistake. He made a mistake.
That's my mistake.
What's
Are you serious?
Yes, because
You
public embarrassment in the high
stupid
street.
idiot! I just paid for them, you idiot! I will show you that I paid for them, you fool!
So where did you pay for it?
And if you ever grab me like that again, there'll be trouble. Do I look like I need to steal cereal, you
You do
idiot?
that again.
You're an idiot!
Watching that video, it's
Come
like
on,
you
idiot!
keep doing saying
Come
that
on,
word again
idiot!
and again
Come
and
on,
again.
idiot!
Trouble.
Same
Excuse
energy.
me?
He doesn't command
Did you
respect.
just see me pay for these items? Because listen,
Listen
don't
to
speak.
me.
You've already spoken too
Listen
much.
to me. You're
not
not
listening to
listening.
Machine said it doesn't print receipts. Did you not see me?
There
queue
is
up?
no way in hell,
You're
yeah.
not focusing on the right thing here.
Huh?
You're not focusing on the right thing.
What's the
Here.
right thing?
I don't like how you
Why are you
guys get
meant
onto
to
the
be
guy.
focused?
No,
Like,
because
I'm
it's
just-
vexed
He
me
sounds annoying.
that they've marched him into the Tesco's holding all his items.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous to me.
Yeah.
If they're gonna march me back in there and I actually even agree to go back in, I'm gonna be holding my items because they're mine. I paid for them. There's no way in hell you're touching these things I paid for. I'll mash these men up in the street. I don't understand what this man's doing. It's really annoyed me.
So I don't think that they would tie you up and do the same thing. I believe that they thought because of how he was dressed.
He saw his little ass scarf.
Yeah.
You know one thing I really I'm sorry, this is so random, yeah. I hate short scarves.
Why?
I hate. Why is your scarf short?
Maybe it's made that way.
Oh, so pathetic. That is. That's why he got held up. He looks so serious with that scarf on.
Okay, I need to channel. Well, who do I need to channel? I need some Zen because I need to focus.
Channel your BLM vibe.
Christy, let's get Christy.
Get
So wait,
Christy.
hold
BOE.
on. Are we saying that the Asian guy's meant to
BOE.
be in done at here?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Yes. Because
But the black guy's annoying though.
No.
That guy's annoying now. Listen, are you listening to me?
You keep saying
You're
that
not
word again and again and again.
If you do that again,
And if you
like,
ever touch with that empty threat that what's he gonna do? You touched it the first time.
He said if you do that again,
that should be
there's
a
gonna
one-time
serious
deal.
trouble.
one-time deal.
Mom used to say that when I was younger.
That guy's
Like, if you
annoying.
do that again, it's gonna be serious trouble. I never take it seriously.
That guy's
Never any
annoying.
trouble.
I'm sorry, man, but that guy's annoying.
But no, there's no need. Zero racism. Zero tolerance for racism.
100%.
And he did that because that guy was black. So, definitely deny it. That's crazy.
The Asian man's definitely done it.
100%.
Someone said that he talks like he has a white girlfriend.
Oh,
That doesn't matter though.
He would've
Racism
lost
is
Christy.
bad is bad, wrong is wrong. Doesn't matter what kind of girlfriend he has.
Yeah, I only want 50% Christy, not 100%.
Yeah.
25%.
25%.
Her 50% is high. Her 50% would have said no. Her 50% would have heard the accent and said nope.
Nope, not him.
I'm not taking this case on. No. No. That was out of order, man.
The Asian man's definitely done it.
Yeah,
Definitely done it.
I got no problem with that. It's just that I don't.
You got
like,
no problem with what?
I got no problem with the age man being done at
Oh,
it, but
I was
it's
gonna
it's just the what's it called? It's just I just don't like the disrespect he's taken. It's just like
Okay,
come
but
on,
if you're the
man.
black guy, yeah, how much in vouchers are you getting before this?
I'm taking 5 bills.
I'm thinking nothing less than £500
Taking 5 bills. If you try to tell me
because otherwise, yeah, we can go to court by it because that was assault.
Mm.
Because said they grabbed him in it. That's assault.
You send me vouchers. I want at least 40 quid.
£40.
what?
That's what racism is worth to you.
Nigga, you are
You
cheap.
did not channel Christie. £40.
who-
Well, how much
Channel.
they would have given me like a tenner or something.
In this day and age, that £40 ain't getting you nothing. It's getting you two items.
You think they're going over £100 or something like this?
Cost of
with him?
lives,
How much?
bro.
How much do you think they would have given like £10-15 or something?
That's
Nah.
dead.
I want
That's
be
dead.
honest.
That's dead.
You
That's
grabbed
dead.
me in public
Realistically.
and shouted shame at me in the public
When
sector.
this Asian man's talking, saying I'm going to give you vouchers, you think he was talking lots of money?
I'm expecting
No,
at
probably
the
not,
absolute
but-
minimum that is an insult anyways, £100.
No.
Not
less
this
than
cause
that?
he lives.
I'm
yeah.
fighting for my rights. I'm fighting for my rights up in
A
that
few pennies
place.
off for this, few pennies for that.
Yeah, like
That's
some
silly.
chump change.
You're not even giving them the booklet of vouchers.
That's fine then.
I'd rather have him stand in the public square and let me kind of ruffle up his
uniform.
jumper a bit. Yeah. Just or tie his tie really tight. Do you understand? Just do that a bit, and then I say, "There you go."
What was you saying?
Precisely. Do you understand? No proper.
But don't you
violence,
think-
just,
But wait,
grab that. Wait, in my hands. Do you understand?
wait a minute then. Wait.
And then there was the next guy there.
Wait a minute. Is this what you want to do as that guy with a little scarf? Because as that guy with a little scarf, he already battered you up. You can't now come out and be like, all right, action, and do that and think that does anything. Everyone already thinks
Oh, okay.
you're a punk.
Yeah.
It don't make a difference. So you go
Yeah.
get the vouchers.
No, I still want.
You still want to rough him up a
Yeah,
bit
yeah.
outside in the square.
Yes. Yeah,
No authority.
Oh my gosh, man.
No authority whatsoever, man.
I hear that, but it's weird how he annoys me.
Voice is annoying. What you talk? Well, I can't help his voice
The
is
Asian
annoying.
guy's voice was annoying to me.
That's fair enough. The Asian guy's annoying in general, but I'm just saying that the guy lacks like no authority whatsoever.
The
Like,
racial
We're in
profiling.
trouble.
Maybe he's smart, and because obviously the machine said he can't
Take a receipt.
pick a receipt. Because if I had a receipt on me, then man, I'd definitely getting punched up. Like punched up when the police come.
But
Self
my thing-
defense.
but
Yeah,
you know what
self-defense. They tried
is-
to rob me.
Thief. This
Thief.
is it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
theft.
But I don't like stuff like that because you guys know what your machines are subpar and you know they don't give receipts. In my mind, then you should all be vigilant and make sure that, do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, you should
don't be
know.
chasing me out of
Yeah.
shot and embarrassing me outside. And then what the guy was acting like, you even grabbed me. Like, you didn't even say, excuse me. You just straight went grabbing his stuff. I would have slapped him reflex.
yeah, don't make me suffer.
I would have definitely, I would have done, I would have pushed him and been like, oh, self-defense.
Don't
If I was
pretend to
getting
be so
jumped.
mad that you let man that they put their hands on you and you let them though.
For Cheerios as well.
Right.
It was silly.
That really annoyed me. But racial profiling is never right.
It's never right, man.
You man's right, man. It's a punk ass Asian man being racist, basically.
I've been someone like that. Someone can do something like that to me, yeah, and you don't at least like. I'm taking this to the highest authorities. Like, you will not work in this town again. That's what I want. All of this, oh, I'm sorry, and then you just go ahead with your day after you've embarrassed me, and this annoyance stays in my heart. Nope, something has to happen. I'm calling the manager. I'm calling the head office.
And that's
something.
another thing. That's why he wouldn't have
That's
got
stupid, man.
a lot of money from the vouchers because he was trying to dead this issue here.
Yeah, we're not
This
doing
wasn't
that.
going straight to the top.
No,
so
we're
he
not
hasn't even
doing
got the
that.
authority to give man no £200 in vouchers. He ain't got that kind of authority. He's just,
that's
you
the
get what I'm
thing,
trying to say?
though. But
If
that's-
you went
yeah.
and bring it to the top, and then yeah.
And that's
Then
the thing.
that's
I
different.
like trouble. I am. Not, you are not dead in it now. Just because you clocked that you are in the wrong now, you made a scene in public, you know, and then you think you're gonna come into the shop and then be hush hush about it. Get me the head office on the phone. Get him on the blower. You're not ending this
So
here.
get him on the blower.
Nope. Because I hate stuff like that. Don't embarrass people because you didn't do your job. Then his little colleague is coming here trying to interrupt as well. And I'm telling you to listen to me. You're not even listening to me. You're still talking over me.
You know
This is
what?
just
As
gone
much
fine.
as this country's racist, you're just not allowed to be racist. If he made a real scene and took that, this guy could potentially lose his job in these things because they're gonna have the scene to act on this.
And that's my thing. I will make a scene that you can't. That's why, to be honest, that guy looks like he knows what he's about, the black guy. So I'm disappointed in him if he just took a voucher and left. I think he should have made a really big scene. Like, he made a scene and a half. Because he made a scene and a half in the town square.
Yeah,
Should have made a
management.
scene
He
in the
should have been
corporate
sending.
space.
He should have been sending emails and stuff.
100%, man.
It's only because he didn't want to spend flipping 30p on a flipping bag.
No, maybe
Obviously, he just assumed he stole it because
because he just walked out with it
like
and
that.
stuff like that.
like Christmas presents.
Exactly.
It's like no guy who has just bought that is gonna do that.
So I
He's
will
gonna
make
have a
sure,
bag.
yeah.
So he's like, he's stolen it.
Listen, I'll make sure I never get
And
to
he's
pay,
black.
buy another bag in this place ever again.
But I do that in my little Sainsbury's local sometimes. Sometimes I can't be bothered. I'll just take the stuff because it's not too far from me, and I'll just grab it and I'll walk out like that.
But
I usually press.
I don't want none of that.
I usually press the receipt button because in my mind I'm saying
Someone
if
idiot's
these
gonna
don't
stop
bother
me.
me, I'm
Yeah.
gonna punch someone. You know what I'm trying to say? So
You
I'll
want
just
to
press the
punch
receipt
them up.
button. Yeah. Yeah, I want to be able to punch him up legally. So I always just press the receipt
Legally.
button and just take it and just go. So maybe he weren't going far. But that's a lot of goods though, isn't it?
No, it wasn't 4 things. It's just because of a box of cereal. That's the only reason why. That wasn't
was
that bad to
stacked
carry.
pretty
It
It's
was
like
high.
a lot because he's a short man.
We don't know his height.
We just saw him.
He
He's
was
my little
recording
little
there. He
bit.
could have been recording like this.
Nah, he looked.
To be fair, it might have been as short as his tie, bruv. But, yeah, man. The only thing that makes it look bad is the cereal. It's just cereal. It's a box of Cheerios. And you couldn't... I'm going to head office. People need to know their rights, man. Because you think that was a white person, they're going to offer them a £40 voucher, that'll be the end of it. You're getting fired. Nope. Right, yeah, man.
They're not here.
Definitely, 100%.
They're definitely done it here, man. Let's get into the outro.
All right, people. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you. We value your contribution to our show. Big up you guys. We had a caller today, Fatima. Big up Fatima. Big up our researchers as well. Always doing what it is that needs to be done. They understand the assignment every damn time.
Every damn time.
Follow us on our social media platforms, The Day After TNB on Instagram, Twitter, and on TikTok. Please kind of like the video. I haven't checked the likes today, but I hope it's making sense. So please like the video. Subscribe to our channel as well. It helps us in the algorithm. We pop up on other people's suggestions who have similar interests as you. So please do all that stuff. It helps us grow. If you would like to send your dilemmas in, voice notes, well, if you're going to send a voice note, you have to condense your dilemma into 1 minute. It'd be so real of you. But if you want to send your text in, and also the number to call when we're live on air, the number is 075 6484 1073. If you're more of an email person, the email address is tdasubmissions@thenewblack.com. And that is for your dilemmas. Let us know if it's for asking for a friend, or sis, what would you do? I was going to say asking for a sis. What else is there that I need to tell you about? If you want to inquire about the show or feature on the show, our email address is thedayafter@thenewblack.com. What was the consensus on the whole Congo thing on Monday?
Thank you for asking me.
That's all right.
Thank you, Brent AI.
Big up Brent AI. Putting people up for jobs and stuff.
53% we should do on Monday.
All right.
We should have been covered it, 34%, so that's still yes. And only 11% said no, that's too heavy for Monday.
Well, guess what?
I'm sure we spoke about it. We just haven't
We
like
have spoken
topic of the
about
day or something like that.
We haven't done the Congo thing proper.
Oh,
Not
was it
properly.
Uganda?
We haven't like done a
We've had a headline.
That means we spoke about it.
No, we haven't discussed it. Because you even know what's happening.
We haven't had a topic of the day they want.
I mean, not in detail, but I'm aware.
Usually
there's
that
stuff
boy
going
said
on.
you should have been talking about it.
And we've been talking about
I found that cheap.
Israel and Palestine.
Okay, well, guess what? On Monday we're doing Congo, baby.
When you just
Congo's-
click your fingers like that, it just reminded me of that guy who... No, listen!
And we've definitely referenced it.
Sorry?
Definitely like referenced it.
We never had, yeah.
Yes, we have.
So that means we spoke about it. We just haven't unpacked it.
Yes, we haven't discussed it.
That's what people want. That's what the people that voted we should have been talked about it. That's what they.
But we should have. 100%.
We should have. I don't want to hear it.
As in, you don't want to hear that we should have done it.
Yeah,
All right, okay.
but that's
Well,
just that's just me. Probably.
I was the one who put the option in the poll.
It wasn't AI.
No, it was me.
Oh, okay.
I was right at the top of the morning. Obviously, I open up the doors,
Yeah.
and then the AI,
They've.
the rest of the day,
Yeah.
they have their way.
Plus, we were just letting it build up a bit more, so it's more juicier when we attack it.
This is
It's not the right thing to be juicy.
Laga.
The E-Man, the black creator, has said Monday it is.
Monday
Come
it
prepared
is.
and angry. Well, I don't want to be angry on a Monday, E-Man.
He's talking about towards the colonizer, I believe.
Yeah, but okay. Come prepared and angry, and we'll see you guys on Monday. Someone said, can we bring a Congolese person to help discuss? Enoch, I expect E-Man will be receiving a DM from you. with a suggestion, please?
Well, the phone line works. There's nothing stopping you from calling.
Yes, any Congolese, please.
I know what's going on.
And
Don't come up
neighboring
here.
countries, if it is that you know what's
Yes, please.
popping
Be
on the ground floor,
educated.
please call in.
Please.
We want the word on
Call
the
in.
road.
And if you've done like some kind of works or something like that, you actually want to come into the studio, let us know that too.
Please
But
hit us up.
Don't come under the guise of Congo. And then you're out here trying to do other things.
Yeah, that's cheeky.
Very cheeky.
Yeah, whilst I'm here.
And we will call it out. Whilst I'm here, the rotation roll.
Trying to promote your brands and that.
Can you imagine? But yeah, man. We'll speak about Congo on Monday. But thank you guys. As always, pick up our community. We appreciate you guys. All the suggestions. You guys know it's always love from us to you.
Always.
So we'll see you on Monday. Have a great Thursday. It's Friday tomorrow, isn't it? What a week, man.
What a week.
See you tomorrow.
But hopefully we'll have an interesting topic of the day tomorrow.
I mean,
A
hopefully.
light one.
A light one will be good.
I know what's happening tomorrow, is what I'm saying.
Oh,
just
yeah, I know
giving
what's
you
happening too.
Yeah, that's... You must be tired.
Who, me? Ben, I've been tired since I woke up on Monday morning.
Yeah.
So we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.